say what SAD is? Because I'm not.
Seasonal affective disorder. So people actually are diagnosed with it. It's a diagnosis you can get, and the prescription for that is normally a light box, which is like a UV. I think it's like UV light that it produces, so it simulates the sun. So they'll use that for like 10 or 15 minutes in the morning, and that will normally boost their mood and they'll get on with their day. But it can make people really depressed and really. That's why I think I may well have it, because, or it's just look, I've got major depression anyway, like on top of a lot of other things. But I certainly feel this time of year I just want to be honest with you, if it weren't for my daughter and stuff, I'd just hibernate. I'd just curl up somewhere and just hibernate. Yeah, you know.
Well, I mean, like as both of you know, my spouse is a truck driver. Is gone all week, and like today is one of my days that's day off. And so with me, yeah, I have major depression, and with my insomnia, all I want to do today is sleep and rest. And
Yeah.
so I was talking to a friend on Facebook Messenger, and I was laying here and I was out. And I don't know if that has to deal with SAD or not, but
could well be. It could be so many different things, but I think, yeah, just like keep an eye on your mood and stuff, and just see if it's getting worse with the lower light levels and stuff. And that's probably speak to a doctor if you need to, obviously. But yeah, it's not something that. I mean, if you feel like it's something you don't even want to speak to a doctor, just go and buy a cheap light box and see if that helps. If you feel like maybe that's, but again, I'd sort of, that might not be the first thing it is. It could be a lot of different things, obviously, you know.
Sure. I think it's great that you point out, like, if you're feeling that way, talk to your doctor and see what's up, right?
Yeah.
But also, it's something that we kind of learn about ourselves and notice almost every year. It's like, oh, again, here comes the shit.
And the light box, if you notice that, a light box, you can get them pretty cheap. It's not going to do you any harm if you haven't got it. It's not going to do you any harm.
Yeah.
So, as long as
we call it, it's a vitamin D light box bulbing. Yeah. And I do have a friend that has one, and she just has it on her desk, and she just turns it on maybe while she watches TV or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Also, we have, I don't know about you guys, but like I know a lot of our tanning salons have like vitamin D beds where you just go in and like you just lay in there for 10 minutes. It doesn't get as hot as like the other ones. It'll just kind of give you a
Do you know what that would be? I haven't ever heard of that. I just assumed that there'd be a normal like sunbed would kick off vitamin D. I suppose it does, maybe to a certain degree, but
well, it does.
Do you know what? That would be a massive yeah, that could be a really big business like opportunity over here, like that sort of thing. Because, like I say, a lot of people get down and depressed this time of year, and I think a lot of it probably has got to do with that. Well, it certainly has, because as soon as the spring comes and the summer comes, everyone goes, "Oh, I feel all happy now." So it's like,
right, let's go out.
So then, obviously, the winter is doing something to your mental health, definitely. Oh, hello, you. You're in trouble. You are. You're not in my good books. You're not in my good books.
Winter. He's like, what?
Winter's not in my good books, man.
Sad. Look at that little tail. He's like, come on.
He's destroyed 2 of my plants, and he knocked over a plate that Izzy made when she was a little girl for me today. Smashed it into pieces, but we can glue it back together, so it's okay.
Look, and he's like, I didn't know.
What was it last night? Spilled water all over Izzy's books?
Oh yeah. And then Brandy phoned me up the other night, and just as she was ringing, Winter jumped up and knocked my drink over, and it went all over Izzy's school books. And I'm just like, oh no, like, so yeah, not gonna be very happy with me, because it's like, yeah, it was Red Bull as well, so it's like sticky. Not good.
My cat ruined our homework.
Yeah, I'll blame it on the cat. Oh yeah, I can blame it on the cat now. Brilliant.
Yeah. The cat ruined the homework.
Yeah.
So Tiffany, how is your birthday week going so far?
My birthday week is going pretty good, you guys. I've really enjoyed spending time with you.
Well, good.
That's been the thing about, Simon, I'm going to be 50 this week.
I know. Well, I did actually know. Someone did let me know at the beginning of the week actually, and yeah, so we got a little surprise for you coming. But yeah, I was gutted that I missed your live, but I guess it was probably not the best time for me. It's probably really really early in the morning or something.
Probably.
But yeah, we'll. What are you doing live for your birthday or anything? Or
I think I'm going to do one on Thursday because I'm going to be gone I'm leaving Friday and then I won't be back till Sunday. So
I'll try and jump on Thursday if that's all right.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to. I set it for Thursday at 4:20
Right,
Eastern time.
Izzy's got her school disco, so we'll have to work out what time. It'll be fine. I'll work it. It will work. I'll jump on somehow, even if I have to jump on like my mobile. Yeah, she's got a school disco on Thursday. So yeah.
You should see Izzy in her school uniform. She's so cute.
I've got to see her.
I was saying to Brandy when Izzy started school, she was so excited because she was like, "I finally get to wear a school uniform." And I'm like, I hated wearing a school uniform when I was a kid. Yeah, my mum.
She's excited.
Yeah, my mum and dad got around it. I never had to wear a shirt when I was at school, even when I was at high school. Because my sister, I kind of, what's the word? Piggybacked off my sister's phobia. My sister's got a phobia of buttons, and it's actually a legitimate thing, right? It's actually a phobia, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I 1 year for my sister's birthday, in her card, I put loads of buttons in there, and she opened it up, and the buttons came out, and she freaked out, and was crying, and I was like,
yes.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was going to happen. I thought it was going to be kind of like ha ha ha. But yeah, she does not like buttons, and I kind of piggybacked off that when we got to high school. Said that I didn't either. Said that I had a phobia, so I didn't have to wear a school shirt. So I just wore a white shirt, just a white t-shirt at school.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, but Izzy wears a full school uniform. She loves it. She loves wearing a school uniform. But
yeah,
that's cool. That's good.
Yeah, well, that's easier, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. She's proud to wear her uniform. I love
that. She is proper proud to wear it. Yeah, you can see.
Does she know that she'll get a surprise from me soon?
I think we told her when we spoke, not last time because she wasn't here, but when we spoke before, did we mention it to her then?
We mentioned that I would probably be going to the store, and we asked her what she wanted, and that's when she said the cereal.
Yeah. So she knows. I think she knows, but I know what Izzy's like. She'll just forget. So I'm not going to mention it to her until
it's a surprise.
Make it.
Yeah,
surprise.
I wanted to send her something too.
I'll film her opening it and stuff. So yeah. I'm looking forward to the Jolly Ranchers. I am. I haven't had Jolly Rancher since I was 8 years old, so it's probably about 30 years since I tried a Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, well, see, that's what you got to do. You got to tell Brandy some things you want. Then you got to tell me some different things that you want. Then you get a little bit of variety, right?
Mm-hmm. Do you know what? I was watching something earlier, and who was it? Oh, I can't remember who it was now who I was watching, but they were saying about this stuff in America called press and seal.
Yeah.
Press and seal, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have it in the UK. It's cling film we have, just cling film. It's like film that you just peel off and it just sticks to itself, basically. Yeah, it kind of sticks.
It's not like the putty stuff.
It's just a mess. It becomes a real mess, and it's really awkward to use.
It's the cheap press and seal. It's just a plastic clean.
Yeah. What you'd wrap like pallets with and stuff in like warehouses.
Right.
That's what we use for food over here and stuff. Yeah. So when my mum went over to the US, she discovered press and seal and was like, "Oh, this is the best stuff in the world," and came back with like 20 boxes of it. And when she couldn't get it anymore, she had to start buying it from the US, and it's like costing her a fortune. But yeah, she loves the stuff. But yeah, I've never really
baggies. Is that what we're talking about?
Like, yeah.
Press and seal baggies.
Well, kind of. I don't know. It's like
look, hold on. I know exactly. I got a box.
I think it's on a reel. I think it's on a reel, isn't it?
Hold on.
A reel. But yeah, I think that's what it is. But yeah, we don't have it in the UK, and it's just like a weird thing that my mum came back with. And another weird thing my mum came back with that we don't have in the UK was grits.
Oh, really?
And they're horrible. They're horrible.
Well, I'm not the biggest fan of grits, although I can have them on occasion. And I know for a lot of people, it's the way that you make them. And also, not that people in the North eat them, but I also know people like Southern it's maybe a bigger thing, grits.
Yeah, that's the stuff. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, just that.
Yeah,
That?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah. See, I said it as random and a bit weird, like, but my mum just was like, "This is the best stuff in the world. Like, this is amazing."
I didn't know you guys don't have that.
No,
Cling film.
no. There's a
Hey,
hell of a lot of things
Joe.
we do not have, like that you guys have.
Hey, Aaron.
But yeah,
Saran wrap. Okay.
so I have family in LA, auntie and uncle who live in LA, that I went and stayed with when I went to America. But I also have family that I've never met who are in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I always used to get Green Bay Packers stuff every year. I've got Green Bay Packers hats, I've got a baseball bat over there, and I've just got like Green Bay Packers mitts. That's what I used to get every year was Green Bay Packers stuff. So yeah, they're my American football team, I guess.
Ah, how cute. Well, they are generally, if I have to pick, I'm not big on like the NFL. I'm more into college football,
Mm-hmm.
American football. But if I do have to pick like a national team, it is Green Bay. I always pick.
No way, cool.
Yeah,
And do you know what
yeah.
the funny thing is? The local team here, the local football team, like professional football team, is Norwich City. Yeah, that's my nearest city, and their colours are yellow and green, the same as Green Bay.
Green Bay, yeah.
So it's
Perfect.
quite random. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I've always been a lifelong, well, we're the Canaries. They call them the Canaries. That's our team.
The Canaries.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So what plans do you have for your birthday? You said you're going away, Tiff. Where are you going?
I'm reading the comments. We're just going to like a big cabin, a big lodgy cabin, and it's just south of me, kind of more into the hills and the mountains, kind of where I am is pretty flat in the state. And so I don't know how many of us there are. I'm gonna say 20 maybe.
Oh,
We're all
wow.
gonna stay there.
Oh, that
I
sounds cool.
know.
That
There's
sounds
a
fun.
pool table and a hot tub and like a rec room. And then there's like another room that's got like all these like pillows. It's kind of looks hippy dippy, like everybody can sit in this with the little posh pillows and the little beanbag chairs and stuff. I'm really excited about it.
That sounds so fun. I'm jealous.
I know. And I even said, I'm like, the kids call me Aunt TT, like my nieces and nephews, and everybody's adults now. All my kids have grown into adults. And so I'm like, I just want weed treats for my birthday. Like, bring weed treats. And I'm like, listen, they get it somehow, right? I know all these kids are getting things somehow, right? So bring it to my birthday.
Right?
Like bring me treats to my birthday. Let's see what's up. I know that they're bringing some games. They have food planned. I haven't done any of the planning. I get a little overwhelmed. It's kind of it's probably a little MS and mental health where my brain is just like, you come at me and ask me questions and I'm just like, I can't. You're plugging too much information and it's almost like my brain is overheated and I can't help you.
I struggle with like not even large groups, like even like 3 or 4 people. If they're talking around me, I struggle to even concentrate on one person. It's just like, whoa, it gets too much for me. I don't know what that is, but I really struggle with that.
Sure, sometimes I get the like sensory overload.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Definitely sensory overload. Yeah, really bad.
Yeah.
But
and
yeah, it sounds like you're gonna have so much fun, man. So like, do you drink, Tiff? Do you drink? I don't drink alcohol, but do you drink? Are you an alcohol drinker or dabble?
I don't drink a lot. Like, I don't drink on the usual. Now, but I do drink occasionally. Like every once in a while, I might put a little Kahlua in my coffee. I might have a glass of wine. I know that some of the girls are planning on bringing drinks. My best friend is coming, And we've been best friends since before my daughter was born. Let's see, because I was single when I had my daughter. I was single. Like I got pregnant, and I'm like I'm having a baby. We're having a baby all by ourselves, even if that's how we have to do. And so um I really had to kind of like curb my drinking. But now um I drink a little here and there. And my best friend, she's bringing amaretto sours. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but
Well, I've tried it.
yeah, that was a drink we drank way back when we were young, when we
Okay.
used to go out and party. And her and I used to be wild children together. And so I know they're bringing alcohol. It's not usually my go-to anymore, especially because it makes me feel so shitty.
Do you find you have to be, because I don't drink, and if I do, it's like a special occasion. I'll have one or two. I won't get drunk. It's like I do not.
Yeah.
But if I was to get drunk, I remember when I was younger, I did get drunk a few times, and if I then drank and had a smoke, big trouble. Right? How are you with that? Do you find you have to be really careful with your cannabis when you drink? Because that I always just used to spin out and be sick and stuff. To be honest, just bear with me a second. I'm just grabbing something. I can hear you though.
No, you're fine. It did, it did used to when I was younger, I think, but I also don't think I was real mindful what I was putting in when I was younger. When you're going out and or people are buying you drinks, plus you're doing whatever, whereas now it's like, no, I just stick to vodka, or I just stick to whatever. There's a couple things now, like with weed and drinking. With drinking just period, I have to. Hey, Seven Son, good morning. You guys, I still think it's morning. Good evening. I do just have to be careful with alcohol period anymore, and I think that a lot of that has to do with my MS, because something that I started to notice is like my husband's companies used to have Christmas parties, right? And so we would go and have drinks, like they have a nice little dinner and give you wine or whatever. And I would go and I would drink, because it kind of like took off the edge, especially when you're like in a different environment, right? I'm
Yeah.
meeting people and I'm like, okay, hey.
Mm-hmm.
And but I started to know that thanks so much. I started to notice that I was getting drunker much faster, not mentally drunker, but my body was reacting faster to the alcohol. Like once I started, like I'd stand up and walk, and I'd walk like I've had 10 drinks, not 2 drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because
Yep,
like
it was
MS and alcohol, yeah, kind of.
I think it does, especially maybe if you don't drink all the time. It does catch up with you when you're older, doesn't? Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because for many, thanks.
Hey, Shell.
My 18th birthday.
Shell's in the building.
I know.
We did have a comment a little while ago, and I meant to read that, but we were talking. It was from Joe, and it was saying I think it was something like she's digging all that hippie shit, and my shelf better watch out because I think she wants some of my.
Oh, I
I'm
did bring it
digging
up
your hand. Yeah.
right here.
Simon, I'm back on my hippie shit. Your shelf better watch out. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I know. I'm digging it too. I noticed it a couple.
Oh, I do. Like I say, I'm not like I don't even like using the word spiritual because what does that even mean to me? Like it can mean so much to different people. But I definitely I can appreciate religions, the beauty that religions do bring. I've still got a lot of issues with a lot of religions, with most religions, to be honest with you. But belief is a different thing. That's a completely different thing.
It's a very personal thing, and I think that once that people that do struggle with religion and finding their belief, and I think once
You've
you
got to
kind
find what
of
works for you, haven't you, Tiff? Got to find what, and I know it sounds kind of selfish,
yeah,
but you have got to find what works for you. You can't be living by someone else's I did.
100%.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And that's okay, and that's something I think sometimes, when we're raised in like strict religions and it's supposed to be this way and this is the only way, we do kind of have a struggle.
Nice one, Joe.
Yes, the
Hamza.
Hamza.
Oh, is
It's
that how it's pronounced?
beautiful.
Hamza, yeah.
The Hamza hand.
Now, I don't know. See, I know a lot of people would probably say, like, oh, that's probably got some.
I do. I have the evil eye on my.
Well, Pete, yeah, because that's like, I suppose that's classed as
I don't know if you can see it.
like modern
Right.
spiritual or whatever. But oh, that's lovely. That's cool.
Thank you.
But I guess there's some probably Freemason links to that sort of imagery and stuff like that, and it probably goes back to other religions and stuff. But to me, it's just beautiful. That's all that matters to me.
That's the thing. That's where you have to. It's got to just be a personal thing. You can't worry about what everybody tells you to believe. What everybody tells you. This links to this.
I've got so many Buddha heads and stuff, right? I've got Buddha heads all over the place. I've got wooden carved ones downstairs, but I'm not a Buddhist. I used to be really into Buddhism. Then
I'm a Buddha. Yeah.
I learned a bit more about it. It really wasn't for me, but I can appreciate the beauty of it and stuff, and and the good aspects of it. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, absolutely. And that's the thing. Like in reality, if you're just looking at different religions just from an objective point of view, you can probably find a little something that applies to you or that you can take out of each piece, right?
Yeah.
Whether you believe in the whole picture or not, there's little things I'm sure that we can all take out of each thing that can apply to us.
Yeah, definitely.
So really to me, it's applying just a way of life and a way of thinking and a way of and some type of faith that gives you some strength in your personal life. Like I'm really struggling right now. Whoever it is that can help me, could you give me some help, please? Could you give me a little extra strength? Could we do a little some of the, just that kind of stuff. I don't think it has to be dire.
For me, it didn't for a long time, but then for me, the strict atheism when I came out of religion, it just became just so dissatisfying for me, and it just left me kind of really feeling quite hopeless and disheartened with the world. And and this isn't for every atheist. I think and I'll be honest with you, I think I'm weak in a way. I think this is me personally what I think. I think I'm a bit weak, and that wasn't enough for me. And I did just it left me with a feeling of like, what is the point of the world? And I know that sounds a bit weird, but like, to me, that's what atheism left with me. I was just like, if there's no God, then like, I don't really understand what the meaning of all this is, and what I lost meaning, even though I'm like a dad and stuff, and that should be enough. It wasn't, it sounds really bad, but I needed something more. And even though I don't believe in a God, because I don't even know what that word means, but I just know that this isn't it. I do believe that. Like, that's as deep as it goes for me, and that's as deep as I need.
There's just got to be something more. Yeah,
that doesn't need to be any deeper for me at the minute. That's fine for me at the minute.
Right. You don't have to know what it is, right? Like I don't have to necessarily know what it is, and that's kind of how I feel. I can't. And who the hell am I to tell anybody what it is? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not anybody to tell anybody what it is, but. I'm like you. I do believe in a higher power of some sort, like there are just so many amazing things that happen in the world. But I also do believe in science, so it's trying to find a balance between the two that I'm comfortable with.
I was looking at some pictures today of it was magnified chalk particles, yeah?
Yeah.
And they were so beautiful. You've never seen nothing like it. You think a snowflake's beautiful. This was just the geometry was just amazing from a chalk particle. And it just got me thinking, like, I used to look at that as an atheist and be like, people who think like that's designed is kind of like that's a bit stupid in my opinion. Like that's science. Science has built that over evolution over millions of years. Now I'm kind of like, yeah, I do kind of believe that as well, but I'm also like, there's some beauty behind that, which is like goes beyond science and goes beyond like physics and stuff like that, which it didn't have to be beautiful, in my opinion. Like stuff that, I don't know, it's like then it kind of, I don't know, it leaves me in awe basically when I look at stuff like that, or even just like a snowflake, you know, like something like that. Just the beauty of nature is just like there's something more to like why
Yes, that's
why
how,
isn't it
yeah.
beautiful? Why is looking at like a forest so beautiful to us and stuff? Why does it give us that feeling? You know, I don't know.
Nature does really, nature, it's almost like my peaceful place, right?
Mm,
When you're feeling really frustrated, just going out and amongst the trees, getting some fresh air, screaming in nature, whatever it is, it does kind of somehow fill you back up, even getting in water.
yeah,
I don't know about you guys, but like if you're feeling crappy and you take a
yeah,
shower and sometimes it's just rejuvenating, it's like a
oh,
reset,
yeah, yeah,
you know? So it's amazing the way nature does make you feel, right?
mhm, yeah.
And I'm with you on that too. So it's like, right, there's got to be a little something more. I don't need to know what it is.
No, no.
I just need to have faith that there's, and like you guys know, or Brandy knows anyway, that like I have a lot of faith in like the people that have passed. I think I've talked to you about it too, Simon. Like the people that have passed on in my life. Like, I don't know who's where, but I know that if you guys could be watching out for me, you would be, right?
Mhm.
Right.
And I don't know if you can or not, truthfully. So we're going to assume, and it makes it a little bit easier for me in my grief,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
just be like with
Well,
my dad.
that's
Oh,
another
yeah.
thing that with the atheism that left me really like the loss I've had in my life that everyone has in their life. You know,
Right. Yeah.
I lost my granddad when I was 8, and he was like my best friend. And for years when I was a kid, it was like, I'm going to see him again when I die. I'm going to be, see him in heaven. That was my, growing up as a kid. I'll see him in heaven when he dies and everything. When I die, sorry. And then when I sort of, when I sort of not turned to the hard atheism, it wasn't like a choice. It was just like I started studying it, and it just sort of resonated with me at the time. And I think I
Yeah.
needed it, part of my process of coming out of religion, when I
Yeah.
was, but yeah, it left me with like, so I'm never going to see my granddad again. I'm never going to see any of my like and then when Izzy was born, I'm like, so when I die, that's it. Like our relationship's gone. That's it. It's just now
Right. Like,
I'm not one of them who necessarily believes we're going to meet up again. I don't know, but I've got a feeling. Look, I've done. Shall I? Yeah, go on then. Right, yeah, I've done some psychedelics in my past, yeah, and I've done DMT a few times, and the revelations I had on DMT were so deep that I can't dismiss what I saw. Like it was like I'm not saying, right. It's really hard to put into words, but I've had experiences through them, which I'm not gonna say prove anything,
like an
but
out of body experience.
out of body experience. I mean, DMT, you're not on this planet for 10 minutes. You're back in 10 minutes and you're sober. It's a very short trip,
Yeah.
But I mean, I the first time I did it, I was enveloped by like what I called the goddess. She was like this purple woman, and she came towards me and just enveloped me, like sort of like cuddled me. It was like the fetal. I was like in the I felt like I was in the fetal position. And it was just like this reassurance of that everything's okay. You're a good person. It's okay. Everything will be all right, because there was a lot going on in my life at that point. And yeah, and then I kind of saw like I remember sort of seeing like what I thought was like the universe, like the Big Bang, like the universe starting and everything, like the Earth forming and everything. And it was then I was back again, and I was just like, this is incredible. Like, wow, that is amazing. Like, felt like I met God or something, Like
Yeah.
it's like Mother Nature or something that I met, like the goddess.
Right.
And
Yeah.
when I looked into it more, like the thing with DMT is, which is really interesting, is the reports that people give are very, very similar of meeting these entities and stuff, and like or
Yeah.
meeting these, going to places, and like I don't know, it's weird, I'm not endorsing it. Please don't go out and smoke DMT, because I just said it, like it's
Right.
not
Yeah. But
for everyone at all. But
yeah.
I'm just saying what I experienced, and it was beautiful. Like,
Well, and it's been part of your process, right?
yeah. And again, it could just be a complete hallucination. I'm not gonna deny that. But for me, it's not the only thing. There's been a lot of other things since then. That's not even the most strongest thing that sort of made me open my eyes a little bit more. But after that, just again, I was still an atheist after a lot of that. I still kind of went back to my atheism because I was like, I can't really prove that means anything. But it didn't leave me whole, you know. It didn't leave me whole, and I'm still not a whole. I wouldn't say I'm a whole person, but I feel like having a little bit of faith fills that gap.
Yeah.
Fills that gap, and if that's, I'm not again. I don't think everyone needs that, but for me, I think I'm those people that needs a bit of faith, you know.
Yeah.
Simon, it sounds like you're kind of like me. You're not really fully atheist. You're more agnostic.
I'd say I'm an agnostic theist, maybe, or an agnostic, not theist because I don't even believe in necessarily a god, but
right.
I'm an agnostic. I guess I am just agnostic. I don't know, but I do lean.
You believe in something, you just don't know what it is. You don't know where it could be. You don't know who it could be, but you just believe in a higher power.
Yeah.
You know, it could be, you know, your princess, or it could be green Martian from space. Nobody knows.
Mm-hmm.
But we just believe that there is something.
Yeah. Definitely.
It could be energy. It could be, you know, anything. But we just believe, you know, for some reason, somehow, some way, there is some kind of higher power.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what gets us through.
100%. And I think, and that's why I say, like, it's such a personal thing, because it really just needs to be what you need it to be.
I wish more people just got that. Like, why is that not, why is that so hard for most people to understand? It's just it's got to be like, no, you've either got to follow some sort of dogma, or I don't know. But I've said that so many times recently. It's not even just a personal thing. I think it's like the most personal thing. It's like the most personal thing about, like, I think it's more personal than like even your, like, I don't know, like, I don't know.
It is a personal
more personal. It is just like, how can anything be more personal than your belief on
faith, just
everything, like like what we're here for and stuff. That's got to be personal, like.
Right, you have to have your own reasons for doing the things that you do.
Yeah.
You know, and like I say, I'm like, you know, I don't know what is what, but I do know at the end of the day, you have to answer to yourself, right? Like, was I good today? Did I steal from somebody? You know, I've done sketchy things when I was young. You know, you take a little nip from somebody, or whatever you may do. But you know that about yourself, right? You know, at the end of the day, you didn't do the best that you could have.
Mm.
Whether you admit that to other people or not, right? It doesn't matter. You know about it.
Yeah, no, that's something that, again, that's only something that's really been recently about, like, like, just getting, like, if I can sit down at the end of the day, or I can lay down in bed at the end of the day and go, yeah, I messed up, I done this, done that, but I did the fucking best I could, man. I didn't try and, I didn't mean to. If I did upset someone today, I didn't mean to, and I said sorry, or whatever it is, you know, that's all I can do, and that's so important. Like, man, like, I'm not gonna say I do that every night, but you know, if I can do that every night, and as long as I can, live with myself, and it is about living with yourself. If you know, do you know what? Like, I feel sorry for people who like a lot of, like, not obviously for criminals who are like murderers and stuff like that, but people who are like stuck in that world of like criminality and stuff like that, because it is true. How do you sleep at night? Because they don't sleep at night. Then people don't sleep well at night, I don't think. Maybe some don't have consciousness, the psychopaths and stuff, but I know, I've known people in the past, and like you said, I've done things in the past where I haven't been proud of myself, and I remember literally having sleepless nights over it, because I'm like, I feel well bad for doing that, like, you know, like,
so you know, right? We all know who we are at the end of the day, whether we want to admit it to the world or not. Whatever guys we're falling under, whether we're under one religion or another, we know at the end of the day how we feel about ourselves.
Mhm.
And that can even be in following things that a religion asks us to do, right? And then still going back into bed and like, man, that was really shitty what I did today, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Even under a religious guise, say,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know.
but
Another thing I found. Oh, sorry, Brandy. Go on. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, even that though, sometimes, in my opinion, that can be harmful.
Mhm.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. It can go both ways. It can
Mhm.
come with religion and it can still come without.
Oh,
So
right.
it's
Yeah.
not, what I'm saying is religion
Yeah.
is not the answer
Yeah.
either.
Right.
You know, it's not always the answer.
No.
You can still go to bed with strong religious beliefs, right? Or trying to have strong religious beliefs and still feeling like shit about yourself.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And if you like, when I was a Mormon, and I think Brandy could probably speak the same. You know, there were times where I felt really shit about myself, not because I was being a bad person, but because I was being told I was being a bad person and
Right.
stuff.
Well,
And that's not helpful at all, you know.
that's a difficult thing when you put religions on children and children are trying to, you know, that's one of the things about my personal thing with religion is like I I was always supposed to be, you know, I say this all the time. My religion said you're supposed to be square and fit into this square peg, but I'm round and I don't fit into that square.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
You know.
I feel bad about this now. At the time I felt like I was doing the right thing 100%. But when Isabel first started school before COVID started, her first school that she went to, um, I actually took her out with her mum's permission. I said, look, I'm not happy with her being taught. It was a Christian school, a Church of England school, which is a lot of schools in this country are, especially
Sure.
like village schools. And I said, look, I'm not happy with her being taught. They used to have an hour assembly every morning where they'd do like hymns and just be and it
Yep.
wasn't like a religious education, it was just being taught about Christianity. So I said, look, I'm not happy with her being taught that. It's a waste of her time. She could be, you know, she's behind on her reading and she's got a bit of speech impediment. You could be working on that. So they took her out of that and started doing that. Now when she started this school, Emma said, oh, we're going to do the same thing. And I said, no, actually, I think it's actually really important that she, even though, yeah, it's Christianity and I'm not a Christian, we live in a Christian country. You know, she knows we're not Christians. She knows our stance on religion, or you know, I would never tell Isabel what to believe at all. She asked,
Right. Yeah.
I just say I don't know. That's what I've always said to her anyway, even when I
Yeah.
was an atheist. But yeah, yeah, I said no. I think it's quite important. I think you know, she's old enough now. She's 9 years old now. She's old enough to sort of understand it a little bit. So yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't mind. It's not an hour. It's like I think they have 15 minutes in the morning when they just like sing a prayer and sing a hymn or whatever, and that's it, sort of thing. You know,
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. You know, now she's doing religious education. I've got no problem with her learning about religions. I think it's really important. I think religions. Again, when I was an atheist, all I saw was the negatives in religion. That's all I could see. Honestly, I was like completely blind to any good that could be in religion. It was like it's just all negative. But you know, there is a hell of a lot that's come out of religion. I mean, I think it was the Christian. Hang on, let me think now for a second. I believe it was the Christians. Yeah, no, it was the Christians who stopped like child genocide and stuff because the Christians, whatever country they went to, a lot of these countries were like still sacrificing their children. They were like pagans and stuff like. And they stopped that, you know. So there has been a lot of good that's been brought out.
Yeah.
Many other examples, but again, I just don't think organized religion is a good idea. I just don't think that's me personally, but again, each to their own. I've got no problem with what people believe. Oh, what's this? Miss Chief. She certainly has a mind of her own, Simon. You raised her so well. Oh, thank you. I can't take any. I find it really hard taking compliments. I was talking to someone about this earlier. Yeah, I find it impossible. Not impossible. Someone was telling me that you've got to see it. You've got to just believe that the person who's giving you the compliment believes what they're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll take that compliment, but I can't really. I don't think like people say it's either nurture or nature. I believe it's nature with her. She's just amazing. She's just been amazing since the day she was born, and I can't take any credit for her. Like, for her personality, that's her.
Yeah, but
Yes.
also her being so good
Look,
and
she's
being
she's well
you
fed and
taught
she's got a roof over her head. I'll take credit for that. Okay.
well, you taught her right from wrong too, right, Simon?
Yeah.
Yeah,
mean,
I've taught right from wrong, but yeah, I mean,
but
yeah, okay.
but Simon,
Yeah.
that's parenting. That's
Yeah.
doing good. So
Yeah.
you have.
Yeah, again, that's where I have a little bit of an issue taking compliments, because I'm like, yeah, well, that's just parenting, man. You know, don't thank me for something I should be doing. You know,
But
But
you know what? So many people don't do it.
that's the
yeah,
other thing. I do get that. But then
Yeah.
that's the thing where I'm like, well, yeah, maybe criticize them, but don't compliment me. But then that's just me being negative and me not liking compliments. Like, but yeah, nice one, thank you, I appreciate it. That's really kind. I'm
Do
just being negative.
compliments make you uncomfortable, Simon?
Yeah, really
Yeah.
uncomfortable. Yeah. I find it really hard to take them. It's not that I don't even believe them sometimes. It's just, I don't know. It just makes me feel really uncomfortable. Yeah. Like, I don't deserve it. And it's just like, no, sorry.
You're like, but I get that. I have another friend that very difficult to take
If I
compliments.
really believed I deserved it, I'd probably be okay with it. Like, if I'd worked really hard on something, like a project, and someone's like, "Oh, you've done really well on that," I'd probably be like, "Oh, nice one, cheers." You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take that compliment when I feel like I deserve it. Yeah.
I
I
won't get
think
into the details of it, but you taking the initiative of what you have and raising her like you have, like what we talked about the other night,
Mm-hmm.
that's excellent parenting. Because
Yeah.
not a lot of parents would do that. And you know that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, I'd like to think that most parents would put their children's safety first and do what they can to protect their child, but I mean, maybe not. But yeah, again, I just feel like I did what I had to do. Isabel's at her mum's now. She's been at her mum's since Sunday. I pick her up tomorrow, so she's had 3 days with her mum. You know, people deserve second, third chances, fourth chances, whatever it is. You know, it's quite a few, but I can't. There were people who told me I'm making the wrong decision and that I need to sort of hold my ground and not let her see it. I couldn't do that anymore. You know, I was getting a lot of pressure off of the child services as well. They were like, "No, she needs to see her mum now."
yeah.
Now, technically, I didn't ever stop Emma from seeing her. I said, "You're welcome to come and see her, just not around. Look, I can't be around you. It needs to be through my mum, so you can come and see her around my mum." Emma refused that. Now, that was up to her. You know,
Yeah.
she had that was her decision. But yeah, I don't regret what I did. I did what I had to do at the time. It's hard. I wish I hadn't had to do it. I really do. It broke my heart. I had nights where I was fucking crying my eyes out, and I did. Well, you know, it really affected my mental health really badly. Because I was questioning myself. You know, am I doing the right thing? But I'd soon come back to round. Yeah, I am doing it. You know, I know what I'm doing. I'm doing it for Isabel. There's no other agenda here. Now, Isabel's mum we've spoken, and I think she's trying really hard. That's all I can do. I've said to her, you know, you better believe I'm keeping an eye on you, man. You've just got to slip up, and that's it. You know, we're going to be back to square one again, and I don't want that. So I'm keeping an eye on things, and I think she's trying her hardest, and it seems to be going well at the moment. So I've got no complaints. She's been getting to school on time. Yeah, it seems like she's doing well, you know. So
That's it.
we all make mistakes, you know.
And it's her mom, right?
It's her mum. It's her mum.
It's
You
not
can't.
like a Joe Schmo.
No. I've had people who've been like, you know, no, you need to stop. You can't ever let her see you again. It's just like, that's insane. You can't do that. It's like, yeah, she messed up. Yeah, she messed up really bad. But like, yeah, I don't know. You've got to give people. Like I said, it's not maybe a first chance, but it's her mum, and I'm keeping an eye on things. Yeah, like I just told you. Yeah,
Right. That's what you got to.
she's
Yeah.
got to show me one little ounce of concern, and I'm gonna have Isabel back here full time again. You know, I'm not gonna mess about.
Yeah.
And I think this is what even she said this. She said, I think I needed this. I think I needed this wake up call. You know.
Well, good. Sometimes that helps, right?
So
And
I
it's
think I think the authorities needed. I think she needed to get caught. I think the authorities needed to get involved for it because she's. I haven't had any evidence. I couldn't have ever gone to get any help from social services or anything because I haven't ever had any evidence. You know.
right. Yeah.
She got caught. She she made her bed and she's had to lay in it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what it is. It was a horrible situation, but it's getting better, and we're spending Christmas together. I'm going over there for Christmas. I want her to be with her sisters Christmas Day. You know, I think it's really important Isabel's with her sisters and her mum on Christmas Day. So she's invited me over to stay. You know, New Year, Christmas Eve, and I'll be there Christmas Day. So and then Isabel will probably come back with me Christmas night, and open some more
Nice.
or do that next day, Boxing Day.
Yeah. Well, it's good when and sometimes that's what co-parenting when you're split is really hard. And especially if there are other things at play, right? I mean, it's just hard living separately and making joint decisions, right? That's tough on its own.
Yeah.
And then when you have substances or other things, because I know that was the case in my marriage, it adds extra shit that just doesn't need to be part of. And even with my stepchildren, there were issues, and it just adds an extra piece of shit that doesn't really need to be added because it's already stressful for the kids.
Yeah.
Finding the balance, right? Just in regular life when you have separate parents. Okay, I go here for these days, then I go back here for these days. And it's like you try to make it as smooth as possible. Right? As split parents, you really try to kind of make it as smooth as transition as possible if you can.
Yeah, well,
But
this is the thing,
sometimes things don't work that way.
Since Isabel was born, I'd probably had Isabel probably 80% of the time, and it wasn't ever meant to be like that. It was always meant to be 50-50, but it was just always, I'm not very well. Can you have her a few more days? And it go on for weeks. And then I'd find out she'd been to parties with friends and stuff, And I mean, when I say parties, I mean like illegal raves and stuff, proper parties,
Right, yeah,
And
right.
then they're the sort of parties where you dance all night, them sort of parties, all night until the morning, all night.
Yeah.
So you can imagine what you're doing and stuff. And I'm no idiot. We used to throw them parties,
Right, yeah.
No idiot to what you do at them parties. But so and she was living this sort of, this double life really. And yeah. I think this has been a wake up call to her. I think it's made her realise what's important in life. That the children are really important because she was close to the child services were close to her not having any real contact with them again.
With all of them.
Well, no, with Isabel.
Yeah.
The other two are a bit older, so they were a bit more lenient, sort of thing. But
yeah,
it could have gone that way. But I'm hoping she's learnt a lesson. She seems to have. And yeah, so going back to that, so it was always meant to be 50-50, but so I never knew when I was going to have Isabel, so that really interfered with my work and stuff, made it really hard for me to find work. But since she's been having her, she's been sticking to the day she said she'll be having her. She's been dropping her off when she said, picking her up when she said, all that sort of stuff, which is that's, if she can stick at that, that's really important. We can work with that.
Yeah.
I want her to see Isabel as much as me. If we can 50, that's fine. That's fine with me. I don't want any more than that. But
right.
Ideally, if we were together, it'd be brilliant. But not for us to. But if we're not together, 50-50 is brilliant.
Right.
But like I said, but if I have to, I will do what I've done before. I'll do it again if I have to.
Yep.
It's not a threat. It's just
Yeah, no, it's just that's what you do. That's
yeah,
how it works. Yeah, and I get that. I've been in that position with my stepchildren where it's like it's not it's not a personal thing. It's about the kids. That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah, this is what we had a really good chat the other day, me and Emma, and I just sort of said to her, we both actually sort of had a bit of a cry and stuff, and I said, you do realise this was never personal, Emma. This was never me trying to get back at you or be nasty or hurt your feelings. This was about me
Right.
protecting our daughter, making sure our daughter didn't go into care. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what this was about.
Right.
This
Yeah.
was about, you know. I didn't want to have to do this. It broke my fucking heart having to do it. You don't think I got any joy out of it? It was horrible.
Right. Yeah.
Worst year of my fucking life, like probably.
Yeah. It's
Sorry,
hard.
sorry to swear. Yeah, it's been a horrible year. It really, really has. It's been really, really tough. And then I had so much other stuff on top of that. You know, I lost my grandma. Fucking my dad's been having strokes. I've done my leg. There was a lot of things went on this year. You know.
Yeah.
So,
Some
but
years are really taxing like that.
yeah, and do you know what? It hasn't just been this year. It's been like the last. It's been literally been since COVID. When COVID happened, the year COVID happened, well, 2020, we lost my grandma. Who was 101 years old.
Oh my goodness.
She used to go out every. She used to go out every single day, bless her, for a walk. And then when COVID hit, we couldn't leave the house, and she just went downhill within 3 months and was dead. And it was horrendous, you know. And I still think she could be here today, actually, you know. And then a few years later, 2 years later, we lost my auntie and my other grandma. My auntie to esophagus cancer, my grandma to unknown. She just sort of died in her sleep, really. Old age, I suppose. But yeah, and again, I put my aunties down to COVID as well because she had a sore throat for a long time, and she just kept getting basically given cough medicine, antibiotics and stuff, and then sort of about 6 months into it, when she couldn't eat anymore, they said, "Oh, we'll have you up the hospital," and oh yeah, you've got 3 months to live. You've got esophagus cancer, so you know, it's like all because of COVID, they wouldn't have anyone in hospitals, you know.
Yeah.
So that's not me being anti-vaxxer or anything. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm not a COVID conspiracy theorist or anything like that. But I am saying that COVID didn't just kill people from COVID. A lot of people died from. I think more people died from not being treated from other ailments. Personally, I've got no real. I haven't looked at statistics on that, but how many people didn't get screened for cancer and stuff? How many people like my auntie? How many people
Sure. I mean,
get
I
treatment?
think it slowed everything down, right? COVID and getting treatment and appointments and all of that thing.
It's still really hard to get. I don't know if it's like that over there, but it's still like it's really hard to get an appointment with a GP over here. I've seen my GP. No, I haven't seen a GP once since I broke my leg. He didn't even see me when I broke my leg. I went to the hospital, got it sorted there, kind of. Got my scans, then got another appointment 3 months later, and then I haven't had anything since then. You know, I haven't seen
Right.
about it, and I've phoned my GP about it, and they're like, "Oh, you know, there's no spaces and stuff." But you know, it's basically impossible to get an appointment with a GP.
It is like that almost for any like a specialist is really far out. I just had to make I needed a medication refill and my doctor was like, we got to get an appointment on the books like before he'd refill it. So just like I just have to make an appointment and he'll refill it, you know, until I see him. And it's my appointment's in April. And I'm a patient, like I'm a current patient, you know what I mean? So it's like everybody is way far out. It seems like here too.
Yeah.
And my GP actually, she left. She just
Mhm.
up and left, you know. And so
Mhm.
now I got to see somebody else in the office. But
Was
I've
it?
had so many other
Is
shit.
this since COVID? Was it like this before COVID?
No,
No,
but
not as bad.
So
but it's
why?
also political here too, Simon.
Pardon? It's also political.
Yeah, it has to deal with politics here too.
In what
It's
way?
not just COVID.
Mischief.
In which way? In what way is it politically? Like, I mean, what in like funding and stuff like that?
No, like
Insurance runs the whole
insurance, yeah, like
show.
the different laws being put down and insurance getting restricted more and just things like that to where it's making doctors' lives harder.
Mm.
And so doctors are like, okay, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like they don't want to do shit, right? For fear of being sued every time they sneeze, you know? So it's like care has gotten really tight, especially if you have something specific, you know, it's
I've
like
lost
nobody wants to treat you. Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
What,
I've lost 2
Brandy?
doctors.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a
Yeah.
doctor break up with me last year. He broke up with me and he said, you know, we don't trust each other, so we shouldn't be a couple anymore. Me and my
Well,
doctor.
probably
And
best.
yeah, and I really it was my neurologist, you know, and I was like, you know, you're really right. Like I really we've broken up. You know, it's kind of like a marriage. Like I wasn't happy with you before now. You probably weren't happy with me before now. You're right. Let me go my way.
Mm.
But it still doesn't make anything easier, right? It's like, fuck you. But also at the same time it was good. Sometimes you just got to find the fucking good in the bad shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, even like sort of, it's sort of kind of related, but obviously I'm like reasonably new. Well, I think I'm actually 6 months, 7 months now. UK medical patient, cannabis.
Yeah.
So I had my review about a month ago, and I wasn't happy with one of the strains, my nighttime strain, the indica. So I said there's a list online called MedBud where you can look at all the different strains that are available on the UK medical market.
Hmm.
And I've been looking at some YouTube videos and stuff of some guys who do some reviews. And there's one called Farm Gas and Modified Gas was the other one. And they're getting a bit technical now, but they're both non-irradiated. Because most of the flour we get in this country, or the medical flour, has been irradiated, which is basically put in a microwave. Well, it's basically microwave gamma radiated just for a few seconds to kill off any parasites.
Yeah.
It's all to do with like regulations and stuff. But it does affect the terpenes and stuff. The flavor's not as strong when they do that. You know, it
I would
takes them.
imagine, yeah, it would take a
Yeah,
little away, right?
yeah. So it's really hard to get irradiated stuff. And the clinic I'm with actually own their own brand, which is this. If you can see it,
Oh yeah.
that's their brand, Advin.
Yeah.
Now all their stuff is irradiated. So I was like trying to look for something that wasn't irradiated. Yeah. So I said, yeah, I'd really like to. I'm not happy with this medication. It's terrible quality. It was really bad as well. I mean, Tiff, I've seen better weed that's just been grown in someone's garden where you just chuck the seed down, don't even do anything to it, just leave.
Right.
It was literally just leaves and stuff. There was hardly any bud. I was like, what the fuck is this? You can't sell that.
Really?
Yeah, it was terrible. It was really bad. I complained about it. I was like, this is terrible.
Yeah. Good.
You know, I've been smoking cannabis since I was like 15. You know, I know what good cannabis is, and that's terrible. You know, I wouldn't buy it off the street. I'd be like, nah, keep it.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, I sort of mentioned these two strains, and then they're not Advent strains. They're both non-irradiated. And he sort of said the doctor actually, and this is a cannabis, you know, meant to be a cannabis doctor. You know, we're meant to be sort of, what's the word, open-minded, you know, and all
Right.
that
Yeah.
thing. He was like, yeah, well, there isn't actually very much medical literature on both of those strains at the moment. So
See?
I don't feel comfortable prescribing you that. How do you feel about, and they're very high THC percentages. And I was just like, they're 25%, man. It's like, I know that's high, but like
It's not the
I've
highest.
been smoking weed all my life, sort of thing. He was just like, yeah, I know, but I'm not really happy prescribing it. Again, the medical literature is not out there about the effectiveness of those strains. And I didn't say it, but I felt like saying, look, mate, it's cannabis, yeah? It's either going to work or it ain't. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Right. It's a
weed,
yes
like,
or no. And
but yeah, so he was like, oh, I'll prescribe you some their strain, the LA Kush Cake, which was when I actually got it, when it got delivered, it's 25%. So it's the same percentage as the one I wanted anyway. But it's just because it's their brand. They want to sell you their brand, you know.
See, and that's the one thing. Do you have to go through
A clinic, yeah.
where they kind of suggest what
Well,
you should
no.
try?
I've gone with the clinic Sapphire, who, don't get me wrong, right? I'm eternally grateful to them for what they've done. Yeah, I feel so happy that they have legitimized me and made me, you know, and helped me with my, you know, so much with my mental health and stuff. With this has just been amazing. Yeah, it's helped me so much. But yeah, they're a bit of a strange clinic, and they will only really prescribe their own products.
Yeah.
Where you can go with different clinics, and they will prescribe you whatever medication you want. You know, they will as well. They restrict you a little bit. Sapphire, they restrict you to 30 grams a month, so it's a gram a day. You know, which is fine. I can get by on a gram a day. I can
Yeah.
get by on a gram a day. That's fine. I haven't got an issue with that. But again, some people do have issues with that. They're like, you know, that's not enough. You know, so.
I agree. That's what we are allotted is a gram a day in my state, right? For right now, because it's only medicinal.
Yeah.
So they keep track of how much you buy, you know, and so it's 1 gram a day. It renews every 45 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I feel like I'm kind of with you for like when you say it's not enough, like it should be enough, right? And it for me, I think I kind of pay attention, you know, all the different things that I utilize, right? Like between the gummies and like the flour and the tincture or whatever. And I do try to kind of count how much, you know, is this equaling a gram a day? Because like one package of 10 gummies is a daily dose, right? 10 gummies in
I,
one day is
yeah.
is the prescription, which to me that's a lot
Mm.
of gummy. You know, 10 gummies in a day, 10 milligram gummies in a day is a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I can't do that because I can on really big pain days.
Yeah, but I find edibles definitely. If I was going to eat a gram of so 1,000 milligrams of THC in edibles in a day, I'd be high as a kite. If I smoked a gram in a day, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be fine.
Yeah, right. It hits different.
But the thing, but the thing is then, well, hang on, no, because that's the thing though. If you're smoking a gram of cannabis a day and it's 25% THC, you're smoking 250 milligrams of THC,
Which is
so it's not.
less.
Yeah, so it's less, isn't it? So yeah, I'm trying to work. Yeah, so you'd have to
Yeah.
smoke 4 grams if it was 25%.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that would be. You know, I used to smoke a lot when I was younger. I mean, I vape now, but I used to smoke. I'd probably smoke what we'd call an eighth. I don't know if you call it an eighth.
Yeah.
3.5.
Yep.
Yeah, probably smoke one of them a day
Yeah.
easily. But I'm happy with a gram a day. I could smoke more. I could happily smoke more, but it's probably best for me not to. Like for me personally,
Right.
I know some people are going to be different and they are going to need more than that, especially with chronic pain and
Right.
stuff. I can understand that. But for me, I mainly need it during the day for my anxiety and my depression, and for night times just for my sleep, really, and,
Yeah.
and a bit of pain relief as well for when I need it. You know.
Right. And that's the thing when you're using it medicinally, right? Is to remember you're using it medicinally, not entertainmentally,
Well,
right?
this thing, sorry, go on, yeah.
And so, like, there are times where you know, like, okay, I have 2 medicinal puffs and 1 entertainment puff, right? Like, it's, you do have to look at it a little bit differently when you're looking at it like I'm taking it as medicine as opposed to, yeah, I'm hanging out with my buddies and
Yeah,
smoking, right?
there's a fine line, right? What I find between what they call medicinal use and recreational use, because right, and I'm going to put it out there, right? Because I know cannabis is used for pain and it can be brilliant for pain, but for me, it's mainly for sleep and for my anxiety and mainly for depression, to be honest with you, right? If I smoke cannabis, right, one of the side effects of cannabis is, with most people, enhanced mood. It's you get a bit giggly. I don't necessarily get giggly anymore, but and all that. I don't really get stoned as such.
Yeah,
But
right.
it
Yeah.
definitely lifts my mood. It lifts my mood.
Yeah.
And So for me, like, and I'd class that as like, well, yeah, when I was using it recreationally, yeah, I was using it medicinally as well as recreationally, but even using it recreationally, what's wrong with using it recreationally? If it improves your mood, then like you like to use it, then cool,
Right.
man, fucking woohoo.
Right.
Like, I don't know. There's a fine line between recreational and medicinal, because I believe that recreation can be medicinal, if that makes sense. I don't even know if that makes
100%. Yes, I do. I
yeah.
do agree with you. And I do think, like for me, one of the things I say, like using it, if this is one of my medicines, right? And we do look at it as one of my medicines. It is an expense, and it is,
Bloody big expense over here, yeah.
yeah. And so I'm very fortunate that, my husband looks at it like we're paying a prescription copay.
Yeah.
As opposed to, we're damn Tiffany, you smoke a lot of weed. You know what I mean? It's not like it's like it's part of the medicine. But like I say, if this medicine side effect is the giggles and not giving me the shits or vomiting or like all of the other crappy side effects that come with medicines, right? And this one is like, you have the giggles for a little bit or
Shit, what bad side effect.
right, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. And it doesn't even last like anymore if I do happen to get the giggles. It doesn't last for any length of time. Like I'm like, "Oh, I think I'm high." And then it's like, "Oh, nope, it's gone."
You know what? When I first got my legal prescription, because I'd gone like 6 months without smoking it, I was buying it. Sort of, off a friend. Well, we're not a friend, a dealer, I guess. Yeah, I went like 6 months without it, and I was like white knuckling it, and it was just not good. Oh, hi, Michelle.
Hi.
Well, hello, gorgeous.
And it just wasn't pleasant. And when I first actually got onto the legal prescription again, the first night I had some, I was laying in bed listening to a podcast, just giggling my head off like a kid, and it was like proper. It was like when I was 16 again. Like,
yes,
but yeah,
but it's kind of fun to do that sometimes, isn't it? Like there are occasions where like I'm in here, I'm doing my work, I'm smoking, I'm taking taking my gummies, or I'll smoke through the day. I try to keep a steady level of like that going because I can tell when I don't have any more weed on board, or I don't have, it really does affect my body. Like I have one of the biggest things for me, and I know I've talked to Michelle about it and probably Brandy too, is like I have the internal shakes. I have that internal feeling like I'm always shaking like this. So weed helps that stop. So when I start getting off of that, she must have had a gummy.
I did not. I'm good.
I'm just teasing.
I'm straight today.
But but I can tell the difference when that's starting to wear off and that's starting to come back. So for me, it's almost like, okay, it's time, because that will start to take a lot of my energy doing other things.
Yeah.
Trying to watch my granddaughter, trying to have conversations with people, trying to do while I'm internally having the shakes. So I can tell it's time for me to go medicate, whether it's usually a vape is like a fast way to get, especially when I'm out in public, I take a vape, and some gummies, and that usually does okay.
The gummies are great.
Yeah, I know. And it's not like a withdrawal from weed type of thing. I can live without weed 100%. It's just it makes my life much more comfortable.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I wouldn't call it withdrawal for me. Like I just because I thought, right, the first month, yes, it's going to be horrible. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat very well. I was constantly anxious, just had constantly tensed up and everything, just not good. I was like that for 6 months. It didn't get any better. It just got worse and worse and worse. And I was like, this has affected my mental health. This has affected my life really badly, actually. And yeah, it's not perfect. I'm not one of those people again who's going to be like, oh, it's perfect and my life's great,
No.
But it just takes that edge off. And like you say, with me, with the anxiety and depression and stuff, like during the day when I take it, if I don't have it, I feel, for me, it's like a tension. I just feel very tense inside, or tense. My whole body feels tense. I feel very, very anxious and find it hard to just do my normal things. Whereas, you know, if I had my sativa in the morning, you know, have one of these first thing in the morning, get up straight away, get on with it. I can go till lunchtime, have another one, get on with it. Maybe do 2 or 3 of these during the day, and then when it gets to the evening, switch to my indica, and then I can just relax and just chill out. Otherwise, I can't sit down and relax. I'm like fidgeting. I'm like, my head's just, you know.
And that's a perfect example that I love, is that having the option, right, to change out. Like, you can use what works for you during the day, and you function well on during the day, right? And you've learned that. And then, okay, now it's nighttime, and this is what I can take for nighttime.
I could not function on that LA Kush cake, even though I can smoke cannabis. And it's not like I'd be like, but I'd just be like, I just wouldn't have a lot of energy. I'd just be like, I don't really want to do anything, you know.
Well, that's a thing too, is finding the things that don't.
So that's fine for in the evenings. That's how I want to feel in the evenings. When I do find it hard to wind down. So I need that in the evenings, and just to get me to sleep and to keep me asleep, you know. And it's been fantastic for that as well, you know. But the thing, I need to order some more of my tincture, because I don't know about the cannabis over there. I think it is the same. It's all very low CBD, isn't it? Like basically no CBD in it.
Oh, mine has CBD and THC.
Really? Most of our prescriptions, I'll show you. Look, that pot there. Look. Oh, hang on.
Because ours are called hybrid. Like, you can get hybrid
with CBD or CBN.
Yeah, hybrid means it has CBD and THC in it. It's kind of nice.
No, hybrid means it's got both sativa and indica in it.
Yeah.
That's what hybrid
means. This mixed up. Okay.
And then you'll get a hybrid with like CBD and CBN. It'll indicate that separately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I do like the CBN, you guys. I do like it. I have to say, like, for some people that don't like THC, my mom was having a rough day the other day, and I brought her some gummies, but I think she thought, you know, because I'm so open about THC and all that, I think my mom thought I brought her like really THC gummies, and I'm like, no, they're just CBD and CBN, just to like a little relax.
It's CBN psychoactive, it is, isn't it?
It is a little, but it does a nice little body relaxation, you know, especially for people. Well, I use it along with THC, right? I don't mind it being in my THC. But I think for people that don't use THC and don't want to, what's that one, Brandy? Is that a CBD, CBN?
It's not going to focus in, is it? This is Space Gods, and it's THC with CBD.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah. That's
and
what I like.
Michelle, how it'll say ... with CBD.
No, it says just plus.
Or plus. It'll just denote that it's an extra added.
Right.
Yeah. See, now I get a tincture, and I get 2 different tinctures. I get pure THC tincture, which is okay for the day sometimes, but it can make me a little bit anxious, to be honest with you, if I take, because I find it's really easy to take too much. It's hard to dose with it. But the THC and CBD I get is brilliant. It's really good for nighttime as well. But I've really missed having that, and I think CBD is really overlooked in medical, because, like I say, a lot of the medical strains don't seem to have any CBD in them. It's like some of them say 0% CBD, you know.
Oh, a lot of them don't have any. I mean, and you almost have to like look for it.
Yeah, I thought CBD was I thought that was very important, you know, like, so why, especially for medical. You know, I could understand if this was like being sold in a dispensary for recreational, because I know people are crazy for the THC.
Right. Well,
get me wrong, I love my THC, but you know, I think CBD is really important too.
I think so too, but I think you're right about the whole THC thing and the people are really hungry for the THC part, that they're not paying attention to the
Right. What makes me laugh is like so we're talking about THC and CBD. If you look at this composition, it says composition. Oh, I can't read it. Hang on. Dried flowers, delta 9 tetrahydrocannabinol, which is THC. Yeah.
right. Yep.
Well, that's not the only thing that's in there. I want to know.
And delta 9 is
I'm-
also delta 9 is the hemp with THC. Because we have delta 8, right? That is like not the high level of THC. It's
Right.
it's like the same that is made in hemp paper, hemp
Yeah.
bracelet, the farm legality amount of THC is delta 8, but then delta 9 is the illegal version.
Yeah.
So they're just saying it's got weed in there, like
But
4
yes,
times.
but why is it not like I want to know all the other cannabinoids in there? I want to know what like the CBN, CBG. I want to know how much what the terpenes are. Like we don't get any of that information on these.
Well, if it doesn't, and a lot of them don't have like the terpene breakdown. That's true. That's something I've noticed that's different on.
Terpenes are so important.
I know, and it seems like it might just be like a brand thing, whether they list them or not. That's kind of what I've noticed.
Yeah. Do you
Some
come to
brands.
Michigan to get yours? Typically, Tiff, do you
Do
come to
I
Michigan?
go? I
where
do
you-
get stuff from Michigan. Uh-huh.
It typically breaks it all down of what's in there.
Sometimes, but and even the things that I get off of the street are from Michigan, right?
Yeah.
Because because it's right close and they have great sales and all that, where Ohio
Yeah.
doesn't, so it's like when I go to the dispensary, it's different than. But
Right.
now I'm getting good things from Michigan too. I've gone up, I've told you that. I've been right by you
Yeah, you
to
could
go
come
up.
over. We can go together.
I know. I'm
I have
like,
a
take me
huge
to
one right by my
Detroit.
house. Well, I'm
Take
not
me
too far from Detroit, but I have a huge dispensary like right down the street from me. It's like huge. You go upstairs and it's just full. It's like
Oh,
going
yeah.
shopping at the mall. You're like,
Oh,
whoa,
and
look at all this.
talking to someone the other day in the UK, and that's what we need in this country is like even for like medical patients, we need dispensaries where we can walk in, look at the product, smell it first, ask
Yeah.
questions.
Yes.
It's really difficult. Like I mean, I'm not being ungrateful. I am happy. Like I say, I'm grateful
Yeah.
to Sapphire for getting me on the ladder. I am gonna have to swap clinics, I think, but thanks for getting me on the ladder. But even 2 strains, yeah, that's good at nighttime and a daytime strain. But I want more access to that. I want to be able to choose whatever strain I want.
I think you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, our dispensaries are great. Like even when I first started going there, when it was just medical, I mean, I could even do samples when I was at the dispensary because I was like, "Can you explain it to me?" And they'd sit there and explain it to me because it was just a young kid working there, and he would explain it to me, and I'd be like, "Oh wow, you really know a lot about this." And then he'd give me like salve to put on my shoulder, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm completely stoned just putting salve on my shoulder."
I know.
I drive to my son's in Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the thing. They have a lot of like salves, cream.
Yep.
They have the transdermal patches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to get
Water
CBD in the
flavor.
capsules too.
Yeah, I do like the capsules too. I will get the capsules especially I'll get the stronger capsules that have more. Like I've gotten the 500 milligram capsules where like
Yeah.
it's 50 milligrams a capsule.
Yep. Yeah, but it's expensive out there in Ohio, isn't it? Because before it became legal here, it was so expensive to get CBD capsules. Like it was ridiculously expensive.
It's a lot of money.
Sometimes. Sorry, go ahead, Simon.
No, I was just gonna say it's a lot of money over here, CBD.
Are you talking about the CBD capsules or THC capsules? Like
Well,
I'll
CBD
take
capsules.
The CBD capsules are a lot of money over here.
I don't buy the CBD capsules. I'll do the THC capsules.
Hmm.
Like when I'm gonna have something like if I'm gonna have a procedure or if something's going on and I'm having a lot of pain, then
Yeah.
I'll get the higher strength capsules and kind of use that as like a pain pill.
Do you know what I really, really miss as well? Or what I'd really love as well is access to like good quality like extracts, like crumbles and rosins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm all about wax and dabs and stuff, but
It's so good.
I got into it because it is like a major pain like it's strong, right? And so it's like I'm like, oh, let me try it.
You know, you ain't gonna be able to sleep. That's gonna help you a lot, you know.
Yeah. And so that's why I really started trying it. And it is something that I do just keep in my arsenal because there's just sometimes where like nothing is
It's like
nothing's helping.
like the morphine of cannabis, isn't it? It's
It
like
is really, yeah. Like I'll always say it's like the crack of cannabis
Yeah.
because it's almost like, and I even smoke, like I do have my, my Puffco and stuff like that, but for the most part I smoke it with like a honey straw,
Mhm.
which I know you can smoke a lot of things with a honey straw, right?
Mm.
So you've got to, but that I just smoke but it's like it looks like you're smoking crack sometimes when you're using the honey straw and you're using the I'll show you guys part of it. Like
Yeah, I
this
want to know
is
what a honey straw is.
it's like this.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Do you actually put honey in it?
No, 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 no. You heat it up.
Do that.
Although it looks pretty gunky because it gets all melty, but hold on, I'll show you. Let's see. Yeah, like this right now, I just
Oh, is it just what you put wax in? Okay.
like this is my little bit of wax I have at the moment, right? And so what I do,
What wax is that? Do you know what it is?
I honestly I don't. It's probably a hybrid of some sort. I can't see it's so small.
It's so I love the taste. I love the taste of waxes.
Wait. Put it back up there. Put it back up there. I can read it. Good bar.
Good bar.
Right. Good bar. 1 gram.
Okay. And
Yummy.
then there. What's this guy say? Is he the
That
same?
one says Hawaiian Days 1 gram.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice.
So what I do for me, because it's just me smoking it, and even though I have my Puffco, right, where I put a little bit of the wax in the thing and it heats it up and all that, but it burns a lot of it away, right? I'm losing actually a lot of wax by putting it sort of in the Puffco. So when I use the honey straw, it's almost like I'm just hitting the little bit of wax that I want. It's not melting extra, because it's more expensive. Yeah, it's probably the most expensive on the and so that's just the way I've found to do it, to like for me to just kind of keep it regulated and me not wasting so much. As instead of putting it like in a dab rig, people have the bigger dab rigs and it just has to heat. You have to use so much to heat it,
Yeah,
to
my son uses a dab rig, yeah.
Yeah, and so you really do have to use quite a bit of wax to get it to burn and fill all that up and all that. And it's like that's for just me, that's I don't need all that. Like I can just use this a couple times and like I'm good.
I don't know. I don't know. I've got a dab rig, and I can just put a little tiny bit in there if I want to. It's all right.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying now. Yeah, I kind of get what you're saying. Yeah. I haven't used a Puffco though, so I don't know what they're like. But where was I going? Oh yeah, I watched a video earlier, and it's apparently the world's best hash, and it's made by, I think it's called Piniella or Piniella hash. Some French guy in LA who makes it, and it's cold water extracted, and it looked like, oh god, it just looked so beautiful. It looked like honey, but it had some sort of viscosity, but he was like slicing it, and you could just see like the terpenes, all just like bleeding. It was like, oh, it just looked gorgeous. It looked so nice. And apparently it is the world's best hash. People were smoking it and just being like, this is incredible.
Yes.
I mean, I do love good hash. It's just.
Do you guys have Leafly, the app Leafly? Because you can look at all the different hash out here.
Oh right, I do look at that. I look at that for just cannabis strains, actually. To be honest,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I'm so happy with my new one, my LA Kush cake. That's Canadian grown. All the other Advent products are grown in Portugal, and obviously Portugal's a warm country, and they grow it outside under glass.
Interesting.
Which isn't the best way to grow, you know. But Canada knows how to grow. Obviously, you know, they know how to grow cannabis, and this stuff is just fire. I mean,
But how come it isn't legal there in Canada?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
Been legal in Canada.
It was
like
legal
20 years,
there before here. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
In Canada, and she was like ordering it, and like they were. I remember, like they would do delivery, right? And like everybody was kind of trying to promote their delivery service in Canada. And so like when she would order, they would like give her a free pre-roll, maybe a couple of free gummies, a little, like they were given like little freebies, you know, to try to get customers. And I'm like, son of a bitch, I want freebies. Right. Well, I wanted delivery and freebies, right?
Right.
I was speaking to a guy from Canada, and he said it's crazy. He said he doesn't actually understand it. He said in his small town there was like 20 dispensaries. He said, I just don't get how there's enough. You know, you'd think there'd be competition, but they seem to all be doing really well. Like there's just seems like everyone.
Well, and then she shops around. You know, I mean, that's like a big difference that we don't have. Like, you know, she'll use this dispensary this time, they have this, and this one this time, because it's delivery. You know, like for me, I almost have to go to where's closest, right? Like where's most convenient.
Yeah.
You know, but like when you can have different stores delivering, yeah, then you can shop around.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
I know.
Well, you get good deals in them. Apparently, some of the dispensaries do really good deals and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I know Michigan.
You buy so many grams, you get like a free pre-roll, and yeah.
Another thing that you can't get over here, apparently you can get in dispensaries, is like you can choose like shake or small buds or big buds. Where country you just kind of get, you know, a bit of a mix of all really. You don't get shake necessarily, but you get small buds, little buds. But you can buy small buds and they're like discounted for some reason. Even though, to be honest with you, small buds are just as strong as big buds, really, in my opinion.
Yeah, they sell Keef.
That's really cool. I think that's so cool. Like, I guess it will get to that point in this country at some point. The trouble is, the UK is very, very slow. It always has been. Very slow.
Well, the other thing too, like we're doing it by states, not by country, right?
Yeah.
Like we're doing it. It's all individually by states, and states dictate how they're doing it. Like all of the weed in my state is grown in my state. Like all of the money kept or made by Ohio is grown by. Is all yours grown in Michigan, Michelle? I think it is.
I don't know.
I kind of think it is.
Texas is lacking for all of it. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it would be nice if it would become like a federal thing, right? Then we could actually have better studies on it. Like that's something when you were saying, Simon, like, well, the doctor's like, well, we don't have enough studies to know. Well, how the hell are we going to know if we don't try? Then, you know, like
that's such a good point. Actually, I should have said, well, let me be a guinea pig. I'll tell you if it works or not.
Right. Like, how are you going to know? I mean, we don't have like the federal funding for study, like really good deep studies for specific things, right? If we had like the kind of funding for weed studies that we do for medication studies, it'd be a whole different world, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we have a lot growing here in Michigan.
Yeah, see,
80,000 plants at this one farm.
Yeah, so that's what I think, that like most of our states, most of the majority comes from the state itself, the actual flower.
Cheers. What is that? Is that a vape?
Yeah. That's a vape.
So, for your
Yes.
birthday, do you have a special selection you're saving for your birthday? Like your favorite type?
My favorite type
I thought she'd frozen
Yeah.
then.
of weed?
Yeah.
You know, I don't. I don't have a I don't have a favorite type. I like it all.
If you had to choose between, if you could only ever smoke an indica or a sativa, you had to choose between the two, what would you choose?
Probably sativa.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah.
But I say that, but sativa hits me more like an indica for most people. Like it does seem to, because it does the most for my pain. So like sativa does the most for my pain, and then I feel relaxed, So that's why I choose it. If
Yep.
it were, it took me a long time actually to do the sativa because of like my anxiety and things like that. Like I'm like, oh hell no, I'll be like I always say, I'm like, I'll be running down the middle of the street naked. I can't be having that kind of anxiety, right? Like, where you're just like, and so I don't take things that will like increase my heart rate, all those things. A lot of people with MS take things like Ativan, Adderall, not Ativan, I'm sorry, Adderall.
Yeah.
Like stimulants and things like that because of the chronic fatigue syndrome that comes along with it. So a lot of times they're given stimulants or different things to help get through the day. That's a very normal thing. And but I won't do it because of my anxiety level. And I don't want to, I'm sure you guys know that have anxiety. There have been things that you take that heightens that or even throws you into that panic
Yeah.
attack.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
don't, I don't want to do it. I'm
For
not.
me, a sativa can do that to me. That's why I have to have my CBD oil as well, really, during the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, now it's not as bad as it used to be. I used to get really anxious of sativa,
Yeah.
but it can happen still. That's the thing. But I mean, I used to hate indica. I used to hate being couch locked and like feeling really like really stoned.
Right. Yeah.
But now obviously I wouldn't want to feel like that during the day. But if I was going to have to choose, I'd probably go with indica because even though I like having a sativa for the day for my mental health, for the depression, for like the mood lift that I get off
right.
sativa, I feel like a good night's sleep is more important than that because a good night's sleep can give me a bit of a mood lift the next day.
I wish indica made me sleepy. Gosh darn it.
Really? Oh wow, indica
Everything makes me hyper and giggly and high. Nothing makes me sleep.
Michelle's
trip
the
out.
giggling master over there on anything.
She cracks me up.
Michelle, do you take CBD ever with though? Do you take CBD with it?
It has CBD with it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
The THC does, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I just don't smoke it because I had a stroke and I don't want another stroke. So I just take edibles. Once in a while I do smoke a blunt, but that's about it.
Well, I stopped smoking for health reasons, to be honest with you. So I'm vaping now. This is a dry herb vape, so you actually put dry herb into this?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a nice one. Yeah, I like that one too.
So look at the deals we have right now. 6 200 milligram edibles for $50 or 13 for $100.
See?
Edible deals, 20% off Muha meds.
Yeah, like that's the thing about Michigan, and that's the thing that we don't have, which I wish we did. Now we're supposed to go recreational like on December 7th. We'll see what happens.
Buy one, get one free, 50% off.
Yeah, like see, you can pull up all your sales, right? For each dispensary.
On Gleefully. Yep.
Yeah. And so that's what I love. It's like a sale page of like everything. And they have tons.
I know. Oh my gosh. Tiff, I'm gonna send you Band Infusion popcorn birthday cake. Look at that. It's called popcorn.
Popcorn.
It's buy one get one free, and it's
Popcorn.
band. Look, can you even see it?
No, the other over.
No.
All I can see is the little icon.
Package a little.
Yeah, it's birthday cake, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down with birthday cake. I had birthday cake donut holes the other day, and I had a birthday cake flavored frozen coffee in a can.
There's caramel
That's
and there's
kinda-
birthday cake flavor. So which one do you want?
Birthday cake.
I know, right? I like
Yeah.
caramel.
I do like caramel too. But
Yeah, it's good.
My last medical strain was called birthday cake.
did you like
Ooh.
it?
No, it's horrible. That was the one I didn't like. It was horrible.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's right. That's right. I do remember it.
It
being
wasn't. It
birthday
really wasn't grown very well. It was just terribly grown. I'm sure it can be really. I mean, I've seen pictures online, and it looks really, really nice. So it's just bad.
I've had ice cream.
That's the thing.
They had it and it tasted horrible. It was peanut butter cup ice cream. It didn't taste anything like ice cream. It just tasted like weed, and I was like, that was gross.
No,
Yeah.
the worst one, Michelle. The worst one was the cotton candy.
Yeah, it didn't taste like nothing like cotton candy, and it made her stoned more than anything. She just sat there. Like, she couldn't move.
Tips, that's what I ate was the cotton candy one.
But I
Was it-
love it. It makes me hyper. I trip out and I meet Jesus, and Jesus and I are engaged, and the
Oh
whole
yeah,
9
that's
yards.
right. You told me you were in love. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
you
Oh,
telling me.
the other week I made some. Well, I made some again the other day actually. But the other week I made some canna butter, and I made some again the other day, and I done it last time as well, and I done it again this time. But this time I done it with my AVB, which is my already vape bud. So when you vaped your cannabis, in this little device here, you open it up and you have these little dosing capsules. You don't need to use it with these, but see that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
And you can fit like 0.1, you can fit 0.2 in there if you squeeze it in there, but I put like 0.1 in there, so you literally, you are microdosing really.
Yeah.
And it gets you really, because you're not combusting it gets you really well medicated. And but yeah, with that afterwards, it comes out just like brown. It looks a bit like tobacco or coffee.
Oh,
ground.
Yeah.
Now you can use edibles because it's been decarboxylated now, so you don't even need to put it in the oven first. You can just make edibles straight away with that. So so you kind of get two uses out of it. It's really cool.
Yeah.
So I made some canna butter the other day, and I had about half a pot of that, mixed it with about half a pot of coconut oil. Yeah, coconut oil. And made it all good. Next day I sort of done myself. I thought I'll just do about a quarter. Be careful, do myself a quarter. And so I took a quarter out of there, spread it on some toast, and had it. It tasted beautiful as well. It tasted really nice.
Yeah.
Left it about an hour, and I didn't really feel. I couldn't really feel anything, so I was like, oh, it's probably quite weak because I haven't used AVB before. So I'd done another quarter, put that on the toast, and ate that. Then within about half an hour, I started kind of feeling it. I was like, oh, I can kind of feel that.
Right. Yeah.
And then it really hit me hard, man. It was nice. It was really good, but it was lucky I didn't really have to do anything that day because it was like, right, I'm just going to sit here and watch TV all day and just anything. And I was
That's
sitting there.
what happens.
I did actually get the giggles. I was sitting there kind of
like, yeah. That's what happens sometimes when you try something new. You don't know how it's gonna, and like you said, like you did the first little bit, and that's how I always tell people, go slow and then try a little more. And that
I should have left it 2 hours really, because it can take 2 hours to really.
I know
it can take longer actually, but
you want the relief.
Yeah, but I was a bit greedy.
Well, me too. Sometimes when I want the relief, I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
So when are you going live on Thursday, Tiff?
So 4:20 Eastern time.
So what time's that here? That's going to be
6 hours later. That's your time.
10:20.
Okay, that's cool. That's fine. Yeah. Oh, that's fine.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Izzy'll be in bed by then. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I tried to kind of make it like a middle of the day time for all my European friends. I know that's still a little bit late, but also I wanted it to be like sort of a time. Although for
That's too late. That's not too late, is it?
yeah.
For your birthday party?
Yeah, just my little birthday live.
All right, Michelle's gonna take some edibles.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh, I'll have to. Yeah, all right then. I'll tell you what. As soon as I've picked Izzy up from her school disco, I'll eat the rest of my can of butter. I've got half left. So I'll eat the rest of my can of butter. I should be pretty.
I'm so excited.
Brandy,
for
do you send the rainbow ones yet? We could have the rainbow ones.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Rainbow.
You still have some?
Yeah, I have some. I have like 3 jars of that other kind, of gross kind.
That's the one thing. Like sometimes I get really good gummies, and it's like, oh, I could just
It's
eat
like
them.
candy, yeah.
Yeah, like.
I used to have Nerd ropes. They were great.
Oh
So
yeah,
the gummy was covered in
rope.
Nerd. Yes, they were so good, but they don't sell them anymore because it looks too much like candy, and kids were getting a hold of it and stuff. So it was like, and even the gummy bears, they don't have the gummy bears anymore either, and those are pretty good too.
I hadn't even thought about that. Actually, that must be quite. I bet that happens quite a lot in your country. I bet kids like open up their mum and dad's cupboards. Oh look, big bag.
Oh yeah, my kids got a hold of the chocolate I put in my freezer, and I was like, really, come on.
Yeah, I remember I made s'mores brownies once that were like for a party I had, and that were weed brownies. And then I had some left over, so I had them like in a little box, and they just said "Mom's brownies." Like, don't touch them.
Yeah, I did too. And then my daughter comes up, and she's puking her guts out because there was too much THC in it. They put too much oil in it, and it was like way too much. So her and I were both puking our guts out all night long. I think I saw Jesus that night too. Oh my God, it was terrible.
Yeah, that is the worst when you get a bit too much, then you.
Yeah, I was running a race. I was like flipping out.
You see one of those and you're flying in space.
Yep, that's what Brandy sees.
I know sometimes I'm like, Brandy.
Balls.
Yeah, Brandy is like, she just zones.
Oh man,
yeah, she goes to sleep. I don't go to sleep. I stay up hyper and can run a race and laugh.
It's because of my ADHD. It's the opposite of what it's supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so I go to sleep instead of being all like, yeah, I'm just like.
Well, I have ADHD too. Well,
I don't know. Like, I think that's quite a normal reaction, especially if you're not used to it, Brandy. Yeah. Like when I had my when I first when I had that smoke that night, and I said I was laying in bed giggling. I was pretty much tripping, man. I was like, I was getting visuals and everything. I was like, oh, this is brilliant. The next day, my tolerance is normally nearly back to like now how it is. My tolerance just goes.
Yeah.
So now I don't know.
That's a good thing though.
Oh yeah. Because for me, yeah, it's fine. I'm not out there to get baked every day. Don't get me wrong. I like to get high sometimes. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No.
But I'm not a drinker. I've always said to my mum, actually, my mum used to have a really big issue with me being a smoker.
Yeah. It's
only recently that she's actually accepted it, and it's like it took you for a doctor to say it was okay, really. But I've said to her many times, God, you're lucky I'm not a drinker because I'd be dead, man. I've had problems with other drugs in my life, man. If I'd have been a drinker, it's so accessible. I'd have been an alcoholic, and I'd have
that's the thing.
Or I'd be in a really bad state, a really bad physical state.
Yeah.
But, I like this one. We missed this. Thomas said, "Okay, so do you all have a secret stash of munchies?"
And I do, but I'm out right now.
Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna go and get something to eat quickly. I'm hungry.
See, here we go. You mentioned food.
Yeah.
I don't have any munchies, so I can't even take an edible tonight. I gotta wait till my money comes in on my bridge card, bitches. I have no munchies.
If you want to send Simon stuff, if you want to, you can send it to me to where we can put it all in one box and send it over.
Okay. I'll look at that. I'll just Amazon stuff to your house.
Okay.
That's what I'll do.
Okay.
That'll be easiest, right?
Yeah.
What are your munchies out there, Simon? What are munchies?
Oh God, what are munchies? Quite anything you can get, really. I've got some crisps downstairs. I'm gonna have some crisps in a little while. What you call them? Chips, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chips.
Hello, Winter. I've got some chocolate mousse, which I'm gonna have. And
Oh, see, that's pudding for us.
yeah, I guess it is. This is another pudding. This is called a caramel creme. Do you have that?
Oh,
maybe?
yum.
It looks pretty.
Yeah, they're really good. It's like caramel at the bottom and like weird creme stuff.
Wait, what is it again? That
It looks like creme brulee.
I know.
It's called creme caramel.
Creme caramel.
Yeah, or caramel creme.
Look at us getting hungry.
Well, I know, but I don't have that, and I think I want the caramel creme.
I know, right?
He's like, I want some of that.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, you're looking at the things from the United States, right? And now I'm like, hold on, you guys gotta have what?
Oh, this is good.
And you know, they don't have whipped cream in a tub. All they have is the spray whipped cream in a can.
Oh, like no Cool Whip?
Yeah, they don't have any Cool Whip.
No.
And what's it called, Simon? It sounds raunchy too when you say it. It's
Ready. Well, we have Ready Whip, right?
And you guys don't have canned cheese either.
Canned cheese?
Yes.
No.
Cheese in a can and it squirts out. It's gross. It's
Oh,
not real
you
cheese.
mean you're talking about like
It's all
Cheese
plastic.
Whiz?
yeah, Cheese Whiz.
You know that cheese in the can that you spray?
Yeah, Cheese
And it comes
Whiz.
out like a worm.
Yeah, that's what it is. Cheese Whiz.
It's disgusting.
No, it's good because I'll put Cheese Whiz on a Ritz cracker and then put it in the microwave just for like 5 seconds. Oh, it's so good.
We used to eat it as kids, but I never fed it to my kids. I would never. It's gross.
I
There's so
didn't
many
feed it.
preservatives in it.
But it is a fun thing. Maybe I need it at my birthday weekend. Cheese Whiz.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I have saltine crackers. I can go get some saltines.
There you go.
All
I'm
right.
having a cheese stick.
I'm gonna go get a cup because Brandy doesn't like my big bottle of water. Tiff, do you have your big bottle of water?
It's empty. It's all
See, Tiff has got her big bottle of water too, Brandy.
Yeah.
So there.
Yeah, but she's not drinking directly out of it. You got a cup.
Well, yeah, I can't.
I'll go get a cup.
I would drown. It would just. That would not go well.
What, Aaron? Whipped cream in a can that has alcohol in it.
Oh yeah.
What?
Have you ever seen that? The whipped cream with the alcohol? It's alcohol infused. Oh yeah. They have like chocolate, all kinds of flavors.
Is
And
that kind of like how they would do Kahlua or Bailey's in a can?
Don't think so.
I don't know if I've seen those particular brands in a can. I can't even think of like the brand of the but it does just look like the Ready Whip bottle.
It's surprising I don't know that with me being an ex-bartender.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how old it is. I don't know really. But I've seen I have bought it. Maybe I need that at my birthday too. Oh boy. I'm acting like I'm 21, right? Yeah. Although
Now, my
all the
thing though is to do Jello shots because
do.
Jello shots, like, it's better than taking regular shots, right? Regular shots, you feel that burn.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't like to feel the burn. If you take Jello shots, you don't feel it.
Yeah, I used to hate. I don't like alcohol anyway. I don't like the taste of it. I don't like the way it really makes me feel. But if I was going to have to take a shot, I'd rather take a Jello shot, but I'd have to be so careful because that'd be so easy to have too many.
Yeah.
Well, that's the name of the game when it comes to Jello shots. It's like, it's easy.
I'll like two, and that'll do. Thanks.
Yeah. Well,
But I'm a social drinker. I'm not a like sit at home alone drinker type thing. Like if people walked in my house, they would think that I'm alcoholic. I've got alcohol over here on my bar. I've got alcohol under my cupboard. I mean, I've got alcohol everywhere. But I used to be a bartender.
Yes. Well, and you know what's funny is I used to like I have just bottles of alcohol throughout my house, like maybe a bottle. I bought one bottle from like a local dispensary in 2020, right? Or like just different bottles around that are old or whatever. And then when my daughter was like 15 and was having friends over and I was letting them have like I'd go to the store, I'd go somewhere, like let them have that little bit of time at the house on their own. I realized I'm like, I got to clean up all this alcohol that I have everywhere, like decorating my house.
Right?
Yeah, but the other thing that I have realized about alcoholism, right, Brandy, is I don't know that people think you're like a lot of times, a lot of alcoholics I know are often out of alcohol.
Right.
You know what I mean? Until
yeah.
Right?
I mean,
So,
my dad's alcoholic, so
yeah, alcoholics don't sitting around, do they?
not usually, no. Not usually. Now, my family were very functional alcoholics, and we had a built-in bar in our basement that was always stocked. And yeah,
my mum and dad had a built-in bar in our living room. Like,
oh, lovely.
Yeah.
It was
alcohol on my nightstand. I have it actually on a shelf that's like above my nightstand. I have a bottle of Fireball.
No, I don't have alcohol on my nightstand.
Nope, I don't have alcohol anymore either.
I've got a bong on my nightstand.
Yeah. I'm kind of like you, Michelle. Like it just affects me not in a good way. So I do have to be really mindful about it because I don't necessarily feel what it's doing to me anymore like I used to.
Right.
And so alcohol and like brain damage don't always go together.
Oh shoot, I need a different pen.
Yeah,
I've legitimately got alcohol poisoning. Like probably most times that I've been drunk, I've had alcohol poisoning. Like where I've been like sick for like 3 days and like violently sick for like 3 days afterwards.
Yeah,
so my body doesn't agree with it at all. It just doesn't agree with alcohol. Some people
I have these.
What
nice.
Daily Delights, and they're only 3. They're CBD and THC.
Yeah.
But I only need 5 milligrams, and I'll be flying.
I know.
We're gonna play. What is it called? Hangman. So Brandy will go first, then Tiff, then Simon.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
All right, I like games. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Brandy, you go first.
A.
No A. There's 5 letters, and it's a thing. If it's a person, place, or thing, it's a thing.
5 letters, and it's a thing.
We used to play this at work all the time.
We did. We were awful. We got paid to play. And this is what they look like.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Yeah, like I'll get those for my daughter, the little 5 milligrams, because, well,
I get these through the mail. These come through the mail.
How do you get them through the mail?
Medterra. I don't know. I got 3 bottles of them, but yeah, they're come from Medterra, Medterra. And you get a jar of 20 for like $30. But yeah, I just have them delivered through the mail.
Oh, that's nice.
Medterra.com. They have CBD, THC, they have all kinds of stuff.
Oh,
But they have all the different forms of CBD too. Because it's supposed to be like really, really healthy or something. I like to get high.
Now, when you order it, where's it coming from?
I don't know.
Like what state's it coming from?
I don't know. Let's look.
Okay. It's just that I'm just curious.
I know, right? Oh, it comes from California, Irvine, California. So Southern California.
Ooh.
Oh,
I'm gonna take that much.
Are you
Ooh, you're
taking
gonna
the
take
same
one,
thing
girl?
she is?
Uh-oh, that's
No.
a big piece, girl. Is that the rainbow?
No,
Oh.
this is space gods.
Are we taking gummies since it's my birthday week?
We're all taking gummies. We're all getting drugged up.
I haven't got any gummies.
I have those. Those are good.
Sorry. These
those are
ones?
my fave. Yeah.
I have a...
Push.
Oh, I thought I had 3 packages left, but I don't. I only have 2 packages.
I'm like all out except for this.
But these are interesting because they come in this little...
I know, and you can only take like a teeny little piece of them, yeah.
Yeah, they come in like,
too
it's almost
sticky.
like a little...
Oh, shit. I should have took another quarter off of that.
Whoops. It almost reminds me of like a little
Brandy,
ice
remember when you got
tray.
super stoned off of this one?
Oh, yeah.
That's the one you saw rainbows with, I think.
I do too.
And these are stronger. These ones are 20 milligrams a square.
I know. Oh, those
This
are
one
cute.
just said 60.
I'll
That one, like
take
the
2
blueberry one you sent me, Brandy. I like that one. That one's good.
Yeah, this one's 60 milligrams. So I just should have took a quarter of what I just did.
Oh my God, she's gonna be so stoned.
What did you just
We're gonna have to call 911.
What did you just have? How much did you just eat of that?
Half of a 60 milligram gummy.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's 30 milligrams. That's like 310 milligrams.
But Brady can't handle that much. We take 10 at the most.
Yeah, I just took 100 or 40.
Yeah,
but,
so I'm 50 bucks.
I know.
We're gonna see stars with her.
I know.
Will you tell us what you're tripping on? So we can see it with you?
Rainbows in space.
Oh, Mad Dog 2020. I was just reading Aaron's comment. He said most alcoholics drink cheap, nasty shit like Mad Dog 2020. You guys ever had Mad Dog?
Yeah, that was the only thing you drank when you were in high school.
When you were young, yeah.
Bring up comments, can you not?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't even tried.
Try, because you're a mod on mine.
Nope. I don't know. Wait. No.
Was that you, Michelle?
What?
That brought up that comment?
No. I brought up the other one, but not that one.
Then that was Tiffany, because I didn't do it.
How'd I do it? I don't think I did it. Wait.
I don't know.
I mean, I have that comment lit up.
Yeah, then you did it, Tiffany, because you clicked on it.
Oh, let's see.
All right, Tiffany, you gotta give me a letter, girl.
Oh, I gotta give you a letter? But I can't take it down.
Click it again, and it'll unhighlight it.
I'm trying. A letter.
I hit it.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I was trying to give Tiffany a lesson here.
Oh, sorry.
It wasn't working. See, now that's lit up, but I didn't.
I did that one.
Okay, because I'm like, I didn't hit that one.
I know you're.
Is there an eye? Is there an eye?
There is an eye. Good job.
Winter, he's just so cute. He's a little. An eye.
Can you see it?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so now it's
oh, I forgot to put a head for you there. What did you say?
I'm gonna say H.
No H.
That was no good.
Okay, I'm gonna say an S.
No S. You guys got one leg.
Oh boy. I'll say M.
No M.
Oh.
He's gonna die soon. Golly.
I
No, you
know.
still
We
got arms,
suck.
hands, and feet. You're okay.
L.
There is a no.
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay, Simon.
Oh.
Wait, did you say O?
No.
Oh.
Okay. Right. Oh, but I got to choose another one. No.
Brandy, it's your turn, girl.
Yeah, it's your turn, Brandy.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Oh, you said there was an O, so I'll do O.
Well, I didn't say there was, but there is an O.
She did, didn't she?
Oh.
Uh,
Huh.
That's tough. Let's
It
see.
know.
is.
Okay, so if I took my gummy now,
How
I'll
about
be
an F?
stoned in an hour. An F? No, there's no F.
Well, it is still part of the alphabet. She's like an F. Oh my no.
I know. Where do you get an F from?
Where do you get an F?
Right. Okay. Oh. This is tricky. B.
Nope, no B.
Oh no.
Close, but no cigar.
I got it.
Look, I have a cup. Do you really?
I've got it. Yeah, I do. I think I do.
I think I might know what it is actually. I need to look at it again now.
Yeah, I know. We do. But I think, yeah.
Oh no, I don't know.
Do you know, Tiff?
I think I do.
All right, what is go?
You want me to solve it?
No, just say the letter.
D.
Yep, that's all you needed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh god.
But that was a hard one, wasn't it?
Good job, Tim.
That is
Good job, Tiff. I'm gonna put a T for Tiffany. She won that one. Okay, does anybody else have paper? Or do I have to think of all these?
I do.
Well,
Oh, good.
I do have paper.
And it's actual paper.
It's actual paper.
Mine was
line
actual paper.
It was. It
line
worked.
paper.
Oh, like school paper.
She's like, ow.
Oh, I have Mr. Beast. Salted caramel chocolate.
Oh.
I don't like
Costco.
Mr. Beast very much, but the chocolate's not bad. And I'm not I don't like chocolate usually. I'm a carb girl, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, I have to be really into chocolate and sweet stuff nowadays. I'm not like it's not something I can go for all the time or eat all the time. But I do like my carbs. I like my carbs and I like my meat as well.
Yes. Well, carbs are good for your brain, in all honesty, you know. They're good brain food.
They are.
That was my mommy calling.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something. I'm going to think up a word as well.
Okay.
A word. I got one. If I have a turn.
You'll have a turn. You're
I
next
might
after
forget
Brandy.
it by then.
Oh, can I do one which is like not really it's a word we use in England a lot that you've heard of. You
Yeah.
would have heard of it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I used to work for a company from the UK, so I know a lot of the slang there.
There you go.
I watch a lot of BBC TV.
Oh, do you like Taskmaster?
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
That is my
That is
ultimate
the
favorite
show.
show in the
I don't-
world.
I don't like the US version, and I'm not.
Oh, the US version sucks, but I like the New Zealand and I love the UK version.
Yeah, I do like a lot of US comedy and stuff, but I didn't think the US version was that good of Taskmaster.
Oh, it was
No.
horrible.
I agree.
See, Brandy, they like the Taskmaster. I love British comedy. It cracks me up. She sees that I have crackers here, but she's on a diet.
Right, that's 2 words, yeah.
2 words.
And what is it? Is it a thing or it's a thing?
It's I love Michelle. That's what it says.
How many letters is the first word?
4.
5. No, it's 5.
Sorry.
The second
5
word is really
letters.
long, Brandy.
5 letters is the first word.
Yeah, 5 letters.
And then the second word
8.
is how many? 8 letters?
Yes. Whee.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
That's gonna be hard, girl.
That's a long one.
All right, E.
No E.
What the heck? That's a lot of letters. There should be an E. Fight you on this.
If it's long, we need more choices.
Okay, Tiff, it's your turn.
E. I.
There is.
E. I.
Sushi, come here. Come here. Come here.
And I.
Oh, there's one I. Out of all those letters.
Yep. Simon?
Come here.
Right,
Come here. I'm not going to give it to you. Come here.
I'm going to go for another vowel. O.
No O's.
Oh.
A-E-I-O-U. Sometimes Y and
Okay, Michelle.
A. There has to be an A.
There is an A.
Thank you.
A.
A.
A-E-I-O-U and sometimes Y.
Remember Fonzie?
Yeah. My granddaughter is sick.
But that one that,
I'm seeing everywhere.
oh,
D for Derek.
D?
Yeah.
Yes.
wait, did those 2 words end in Y?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I didn't. I'm not keeping up.
Yeah. Whose goes it?
A.
And Michelle.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. I know the word. I know it. Tiff, do you know it?
I think so. Happy birthday!
Yes.
Yay! Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm 50. I've never been 50 before. I've never actually was 49 before last year.
No, really? Wow.
I know.
I'm so surprised.
I know it's like we're getting into these numbers like that are like unfathomable, right? Like I'm
Terrible.
just like, what? And then like your kids are the age you're like, what?
I know. My daughter passed the age that I got married at. I'm like, whoa, she's 26. I'm like, I got married at 23. And I couldn't even imagine her ever being married at 23. She's in grad school.
I said the wrong name or wrong age for the whole year. I thought I was 38 last year, and I kept saying
See, I did that.
Yeah, I never knew what age I was in my 30s ever.
I was just gonna say I get the whole reason of why my parents never knew their ages when I asked them, and they would have to count. And I'm like, it's you, it's your age. Why don't you freaking know?
Because we all remember
all of them.
Yes.
And I totally get it now.
You stop keeping count. You stop keeping count as much when you get older, don't you? Definitely. When you hit a certain age. I don't know. Like, yeah, I think it maybe got to the 30s, but I remember certainly, yeah, probably the last decade. There's been times where people have asked me, and I've been like, I've quickly answered because you feel like you have to answer quickly. And
Right.
I've been like a good couple of years off afterwards. I've thought about it. I've been like, no, that's completely wrong. Like, what the hell? Like, I don't even know my own age. Christ, because I don't think about it very much. Like,
I know. It's like I just feel it. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think about
All right.
it.
Okay. What's next? Tip, I think it's your word next, right?
Oh, it's my turn to make a word.
Oh, I guess we'll go.
Hangman.
We'll go with
Okay.
Simon's. Wait, how many words is yours, Simon?
2.
So it's a 3-letter word and a 5-letter word.
I'll be right back. I gotta pee.
Yeah, a 5-letter word and a 3-letter word. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Tip, you go with the first letter.
A.
Yep.
You're right.
Ooh, okay. Oh.
Does anybody want a dog? Can you hear her?
Yes, it's cute.
Something's wrong with her. She's a little.
She sounds like a little. She's chirpy. It's cute. 2 A's.
All right, I'm gonna say I.
At the end.
No, I.
Oh, no, I.
You're okay. You will survive. You're not starved to death. You have food.
And this is a British term?
Yeah.
Is that what you said? Okay.
Yeah.
Sausage roll.
Why?
Why? Nope.
No, why?
No, why?
What did you guess, Michelle?
I said sausage roll, but it's not. Oh, I said an I, but let me see. E.
Yep, there's an E in there.
Yeah.
I might have given it away. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it's not mushy peas.
No.
Why?
You said why already.
Oh, fuck. T.
Well done.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of tea it is. Come here. Say I love you.
No.
Did you say a letter? Sorry.
L? I'll say L.
No, no L.
So it's not Earl Grey.
Oh,
I know what it is.
C.
Yes. UPP.
Yep. It's a
Cup of tea.
cup of tea.
You guys just say cuppa, don't you?
Yeah, we do. I was just going to write cuppa, but I thought, no, I'll make it a little bit harder. It might have been, I think it would have probably been, yeah, it might have been harder, actually. It probably would have been harder just with cuppa, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever drink coffee? Do you ever drink coffee?
That's all I drink. I drink coffee nowadays. I don't drink tea nowadays. Tea for
Is
some.
it just, do you only have instant out there though?
No, I drink proper coffee. Yeah.
You brew it?
Yeah, well, in like a French press.
Yes, I love French presses. Yes.
But yeah, I used to drink tea all the time. My mum used to give me tea when I was a little baby in my bottle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seriously.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
That's cute.
But yeah,
Sushi.
that's just how we are in the UK. But recently, last couple of years, I didn't drink tea very much. And then when I started drinking it, I realised every time I drank a cup of tea, my stomach, I'd get like a bad tummy, you know? It just doesn't agree with me for some reason. And I've noticed it. Like I had a cup of tea a few weeks ago, and as soon as I had it, within 15 minutes, my stomach was hurting. It was like, yeah, it just doesn't agree with me. It's kind of strange, kind of weird.
We figured his out, Brandy, without you.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
You missed out on a cup of tea.
I had to go potty.
That's right. You did miss out on a cup of tea.
I think sushi's high. Are you high?
Hi,
Are you
Susie.
stoned? She says,
Hi, Susie.
She's like,
Where's Lou?
He's sitting next to me. He's like, "Are you going to give her crackers and not me?" Here.
Look.
okay, mine is 3.
Yum.
What kind of peeps you got? Are they sour?
Christmas trees.
Oh, they're Christmas tree peeps.
And then I got
Snowman. Do you guys have
Snowman.
those
Oh,
Simon out there?
No, we don't have nothing like that.
they will have.
Do you know what it is?
Have you
They're
ever had peeps?
marshmallows.
Yeah.
Oh God.
All right. So mine is 3 letters and then 4 letters.
Okay.
Okay. And what is it?
It's just a phrase.
A phrase. Okay.
Okay.
What, an American phrase or just a phrase?
It's probably more American phrase, I guess.
Okay.
3 letters.
I don't know. 3 letters and then 4 letters. It's just like a say.
Well, it's
something
not
you
fuck
say.
you.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You suck.
It's like a compliment-ish.
Oh. Okay.
So, pick your letter.
Who's
Which way
going
we
first?
going?
Huh?
Brandy, you go
Which
first.
way-
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm going. So L.
No. So what do we get ahead for now?
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
yo, yo.
Oh, yo,
Michelle.
yo. Oh, yo, yo.
Oh, good job.
2. I should probably write it backwards, huh?
No, you're
No.
good.
Okay.
If you wrote it backwards, we'd really be screwed.
Who's
H.
next?
H.
No H.
No.
So what do we get? A body now?
Yeah.
Whatever you want to give us.
A head and a body.
Okay. Y.
Y?
Y.
Yes.
Yay!
You.
You? Yes.
So it's not you suck. It's you fool. No, it's not fool.
Oh. So you're going, Brandy.
No, it's your go.
Oh. Sorry. Face. Right. I'm struggling. D.
No D.
Oh.
We'll give him a
I think
foot.
Tomas has it. C.
Oh, what's see the chat? I need to look at the chat. Hang on.
See, are we looking at the,
Oh, right.
our chatters playing? Yeah.
I think Thomas has it.
Aw, that's not fair.
Oi, Winter, no. You can't eat that.
It is you rock.
Yay, Tomas!
Yay.
Yay!
Way to go, Thomas.
Well done, Thomas.
He does the. He's funny.
You don't have to shut up, Thomas. You can help us.
Now, how is Thomas? It was really nice meeting him the other day. I have seen him.
He was on another live.
I have seen. Yeah, I've seen him on. I think he's been on 1 or 2 since then, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have seen you guys.
I'll have to see if he'll join us for my birthday.
Yeah.
Tomas,
Yeah.
will you join us for my birthday?
On
Please?
Thursday.
If he's available, yeah.
I
know
won't be. It's 4:30
It's a wonky
Eastern.
time. It's 3:30
Yeah.
your time. I know.
Yeah.
I knew.
Thomas,
Don't leave, Tomas.
He's not. You stop it. You stop it. He's a great guy, really.
Why did
Yep.
it do that? Go away, this stupid thing.
He said he'll be
didn't do
here
that.
for my birthday.
There.
Okay. Let me see. All right, let's try this word.
We can't see it.
Can you see it
There
now?
we go. One word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters.
Okay, go,
6
Brand.
letters.
Go, bestie.
A.
No A.
Well, screw
Bad
you
start.
too.
No way.
Tiffany.
5 letters, you say?
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
6
5.
letters. 5.
I don't know.
Me either. How about an I?
No I.
It's 3 and 3 dashes, so it's 6 letters. My bad.
Okay. 3. 6 letters.
I'm gonna eat a Christmas tree.
With peanut butter in it?
Yep.
Oh man, I'm jealous. Oh, what letters have we used already?
A and I.
Okay. B.
No B.
Oh,
You guys need more vowels. Come on.
E.
Yep, there is an E.
nice.
Yay.
Woohoo.
Oh, it's over there. D.
No D.
O.
Yes, there is an O.
Blank,
I.
blank. Oh.
No.
You already did I.
C.
Did Thomas guess a letter? There is a T.
There is a T. S.
There is an S.
Okay.
I've got it.
Come on, you got this, Simon.
Stoned.
Stoner.
Oh, stoner.
Stoner.
Oh, I got
Ah.
it wrong. I got it wrong. Stoned. Okay.
I
Did
thought
your teeth
stones
gone out?
too, but I guessed a D, right? Didn't I guess a D at some point?
You guessed the E, yeah. Or the T, I don't know.
D.
Oh, of course, yeah.
That's
Brilliant.
Tiff, it's your turn to do a word, girl.
All right, I'll do one more, and then I'm going to have to ghost because
Where are you gonna go?
I have to do the dinner thing and all that. Let's see. Let me think of a word.
Look at what, oh, you can't see it. The new iPhone feature, it has like the time comes on. It's kind of cool.
Okay, let's see.
I've got a good one for my next one.
Okay, we got 10 letters.
Oh man, what? Oh, okay, right. Okay. Who's going first?
I'll go. E.
Yes.
Did you count all the letters underneath? Is that what that was underneath them?
Yeah, because that helped me out.
Yeah. Oh, I thought there's going to be more than one E then. Okay. I.
That's what I was
Yes.
right, what about R?
Yes.
Oh, there's exclamation point too.
Well, that's just me.
D.
Yes.
Look it up.
I know. You guys don't even have a head yet.
Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah.
Kind of. Whose turn is that?
It's right. F.
Yep.
N.
Yeah.
Can you put it up a little bit?
Go up. Yep.
But then I don't know what the other 4 letters are.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, I know what it is.
What?
S.
Yes.
Huh?
S. Do you know what it is, Brandy?
Tomas.
Oh. Shit.
Yes.
Friendship.
Yes.
Yep.
Hang on. You should have put. There was an I missing, wasn't there?
Oh, you're right.
That's what I thought it was that, but then I was like, oh, there's an I missing. So I was like,
Oh, you're so
Oh,
right.
Tiff cheated.
That was all me.
Tiff, you're getting the boot for cheating.
I know. I should get the boot for cheating. Sorry, guys. I can't spell in pieces, you know. It is it's tough.
right. I've got
okay.
I've got a reasonably easy one, or it might be really hard. I don't know.
4 letters.
4 letters.
Who's
Brandy,
guess?
Brandy, you can go first.
F.
F.
Uh-huh.
Nope.
A. Is
A.
there an A?
No.
Thank you, Tomas. He's like, I love this 18th birthday party. I.
No.
I's always like my first go-to. It's a good 18th birthday party.
N.
Yeah.
N, huh?
N. All right. O.
No.
Well, what freaking vowel is it?
Hey, Des, honey. No. Oh. E? Did we say E?
No.
Okay, E.
Yep, you can use that.
Okay.
You didn't put her O down there, though.
Oh, sorry.
E.
T.
Nope.
Oh,
You
shoot.
You're nearly
What
dead.
about D? What about D?
Is that what you're going to go for?
Yeah, D.
Are we gonna be dead?
Yep, you're dead, guys.
Oh
No, we got hands and feet and all that.
Have you?
We always do eyes, nose, mouth, hands, feet.
Oh,
no!
really?
Right,
Okay.
you make a whole person.
Oh, okay, we'll go for it then. Keep going then.
Okay, B.
No.
This is a tough one. Isn't that what you said? It's like either easy, super easy, or super tough.
I know.
Well, forgot to put your hand on then. Sorry, did you say a letter then?
I don't know. Brandy, did you say?
No. L.
Nope.
What could an end in?
You've still got a few vowels to go
Why?
through.
T. Oh,
Why?
No, the T's already used.
Why?
okay.
No.
No, why? What the frick does it end in?
Let's see.
E-N.
O. We already said O. I.
Where
We
did
said
I?
You.
Yes, you use that.
Use.
What the heck
I
is
think I
that?
know what it is.
Huh?
I
You
think I
do?
know what it is.
Then say it.
Go on.
Menu. So no M.
Nope. Good. That was good though. I like
That was
Yeah, that
good.
was really good.
V.
Pardon?
V.
Nope.
Venue. No.
Venue ends in an E, though,
Yeah.
remember?
I know. Venue.
I think I'm...
Oh, I know. Xenu.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you have to say Z.
Z is Z. X.
X.
Good one.
Well, that's a good one.
That was a good one. That was dumb.
I love when it finally came to me. I was like, oh.
Yeah. I
There
didn't know
was
if that was going to be
nothing.
really easy or really hard. It's really hard to judge whether they're going to be easy or hard, isn't it?
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Well, it depends on where your mind space is, right? Like, too, like coming up with Xenu. When we haven't talked any
Yeah.
Xenu talk, you know what I
Right?
mean? It's
We
like,
had
yeah, so
zero
that was a
time
good
how would you
one.
talk. And
That
to
was a
be
little
fair,
bit of it.
Michelle knows nothing on Scientology.
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
one, Michelle.
No, it's been nice. Nice not talking about Scientology actually.
Yeah.
Not that I've got that that I don't like talking about it, but it's just been
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I've said a billion times, I don't mind talking about it, at all, because that's where a lot of us met, right? And that's something we have in common.
Yep.
But also it's nice to not talk about it because we have other things too.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Going on. Well, you guys, I've got to go because I've got to like have dinner and stuff.
Fine, leave us.
All that. And
Well,
I hate to go.
I'm gonna have to be getting to bed. It's not it's 1:30 here, and I've got an early one in the morning, so I'm gonna sort of be
Okay.
chill. I'm gonna.
Well, you two have a good night. Thank you for joining.
Sleep tight.
Thank you guys so much. I had so much fun.
I gotta get up early tomorrow too.
Yeah.
So what are we doing Thursday? Oh, well, Thursday it'll be around about 10 p.m. here, but we'll sort it out anyway. But yeah, I'll jump on at some point. All right.
Yep.
What time Thursday, Jeff?
4:20 p.m. our time.
Okay. Cool. I'll be here.
Okay. All righty. All right, guys. Thanks so much.
Bye. Have a good night. Sleep tight.
Yeah.
See you later, everyone.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.